Welcome to Shades 2, my late night session. I decided to do a late night session tonight because I'm actually feeling like, doing this tonight. I got all my chores done. I just got home and I was like, you know what? I should just go on live and do a live real quick. I don't know if anybody will come in because a lot of people are already asleep, especially on the East Coast. Here on the West Coast, it is 10:48 p.m., so it's not really late or anything. But on the East Coast and on Central Coast, it's probably late. But I'm sure somebody will come in and watch. So welcome to everybody to my live. Welcome to everybody in the bushes and people who watch this replay later on, probably tomorrow or whatever. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great Thursday. I hope your Friday will be even better. And I hope you're having a good night if you're up watching this, or a good day or whatever. All right. So today, y'all, I had so much fun. I'm actually putting up a video where we went to Old Town in Temecula. And we just, walked around and just enjoyed the, Christmas season there and everything. And then I did a couple of videos for my TikTok and stuff. Then we went out and drove around and looked at lights. So that was pretty fun. That was really, really nice to do and stuff. Because, like in my area around here, I mean, a lot of people, got up lighting displays. So that was real fun. And then, like, probably tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're supposed to go to church. Was going to go on Saturday, but my daughter has to work. And then my other daughter, she doesn't work, but my other daughter has to work. And then on Saturday I will be free, but of course I want all of us to go to church together, so we're going to do it on Friday instead. And then on Saturday I'll probably go to Americana or either the Grove, because they usually have it all hooked up, and then they do the snow and everything, just for the Christmas season. I don't know if I'm going to do it Saturday though, because a lot of stores and stuff are closing early. So I might try to do it. I want to try to do it. I may try to do it tomorrow. It's a lot of stuff. We're trying to push everything into a couple of days and stuff. So it's kind of hard, but I know I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. All right. So look, my avatar right there, that's my Cleveland Brown jersey. I'm not jersey, but my hoodie. So they won last weekend. So I just had to, wear that in a picture to represent. Y'all know I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. So no matter how many times the Browns lose, I am still going to represent them. Okay? So y'all don't be hating. All right? Don't be hating on that hoodie. But anyway, guys, I don't know what to talk about tonight. I just wanted to get on here and just say hey to everybody, whomever watched this. If they watch it tomorrow, hey to you. Because, I usually do my lives on Fridays, and I'm still going to do one tomorrow with the open panel. But it will probably be tomorrow night when I get back home. And I just don't know how that will work out, because I get home late sometimes. And then, like I said, people on the East Coast they're usually asleep, by the time I get here to do a live. But yeah, tonight, let me tell y'all something about this little something that happened. A news article, actually. Let me find it real quick. I'd be wanting to get on here and do some foolishness, but some of my regular viewers they'll start tripping and stuff, so I was like, nah, I better not, I can't be doing all that. Let me see, what did I do with this damn, what did I do with the daggone thing? I can't never find anything on this phone. Now, what did I do with this boy's phone number on here? Let's see. I hope I did not erase it. Let's see, archive. I'll be putting people numbers in archive and stuff. Damn, what did I do to it? Y'all, I'm trying to figure out what did I do with this daggone dude's number on here. What can I see? So, all these damn numbers on WhatsApp. What's up? Wait a minute, y'all. Damn it. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know What happened? Did I erase this stuff by mistake? Y'all about to get pissed off right online. What happened? Wait, y'all, let me start this over again. This can't be true. This cannot be true that I erased this. What happened to the daggone number? Unless, let's see. Let me see. Okay, now here it is right here. I wonder who changed that to this other number. It was underneath another heading. I wonder who changed that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What is that thing that I wanted to show y'all? Let me see. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I'm trying to find out where is it at. Not that mess. Not that. Not that. Wait, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what the heck did I do with it. I don't even know what I did with the dang article that I had. Let me see. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell everybody because I remember the other day I would not even cover the story for people who get EBT, right? And I was telling them something about. I was telling you guys something about people who get those food stamps, right? Some people were hacking into their cards, right? And then they were taking all of their money off of the food stamp card. And then I said that the state would not reimburse it. But anyway, I found some more information on that, and I remember I was going to tell you guys about that. So I found this information, and then we're going to talk about some weird stuff. Okay, um, let's see. Let me let this come up. I'm trying to figure out who's changed my phone thing around. Okay, so remember when I was telling you guys about the scammy or schemy thing they do to people who get food stamps on the EBT cards, and I was telling you that if they use those cards in the gas station or like the local stores, it may be some type of thing on the machine that copies their card information, and then obviously someone else gets, so either it's transfer. I don't know how they do that. Well, anyway, somebody else can get the information, obviously, and then they drain all the money off of it and everything and use it. But anyway, this article that I read says that now they are going to reimburse people if someone steals their money off of their cards. So this is the article. It says some low-income households that were electronically robbed of the funds they use for food and denied reimbursement may soon have their stolen benefits reinstated. That's good. Okay, because I thought that was very unfair for them not to reimburse if someone stole their benefits off of their cards, because a lot of people really depend on that, right? And if somebody steal it and they don't reimburse it, I mean, what do they expect for the people to do? How would they be able to eat? So anyway, they're going to replace it. So they said in recent months, thieves using hidden scheming or skimming devices have targeted a growing number of participants of the supplemental nutrition assistance program, or either SNAP. Okay, let's see. That's what that stands for. I always wonder. The majority of states have declined to reimburse SNAP scheming victims. In Massachusetts alone, more than 1.6 million in SNAP benefits was stolen from over 5,000 households from June to November. Okay, so now they are going to be replacing that. Okay, and they're going to replace it, benefits stolen in October or later months. Um, they should be replacing every month that their benefits were stolen, but at least they're going to do it from October on up to whatever. Let's see. So I'm glad they changed that, because man, that's messed up. Like they said in this article, they say it is never your responsibility to be at a loss for those funds. Your credit card company will reimburse you, said Ashley Burnside. So, of course, if a credit card company can reimburse you if somebody steals your funds off your credit card, or if somebody steals your funds out of your bank account, the bank can reimburse you. Why wouldn't, SNAP reimburse people if their funds were stolen from their benefit card? I mean, I thought that was ridiculous when I first saw that they wasn't, but I'm glad they are now, going to do that. So this is what it looks like. So the schemers or scammers are place devices on card swiping machines at cash registers. The devices are often plastic keypad overlays that look nearly identical to the card reader terminals themselves. Okay, let me see what they look like. Let me see if they show a picture of it. I want to see what it looks like because that's what they probably did. I don't know if that's how they did when they stole my money out of my bank account. I don't know how they exactly did it, but they told me, the police told me that they used, or the person at the bank told me they used an actual card to go to the ATM machine. So if I don't know how they do that, I know you can order dummy cards through the black web or the dark web, the deep web. They call it deep web or either the dark web. Okay, so I know you can order that from there, and I guess they can put the numbers on it. I don't know how they do all that, but all I just know is that somebody they actually walked up to the bank and used the card to take out my money. I don't know how they do all that stuff. So yeah, so they don't even know who's behind the skimming things that they do with the Snap um, benefit card. Yeah, so I mean, these people are really doing the most. And they do have chips in their cards too. In those little cards, those EBT cards, they have chips there. So I'm trying to figure out how they manage to still, get the information and stuff like that easily. I think they need to figure out something because now they just doing so much. They just you just can't really use cards anywhere. I remember somebody tried to use my other card when I went to a restaurant, right? It was actually my ex's card, right? I used this card, because he gave me a card. So I used the card, right? But it's in his name, right? And gosh, I was using it at a lot of restaurants, and I think one of the employees at the restaurant must have took my card, right? They must have like kept the information from the card, but they did not have the PIN number because I didn't use my PIN. So they tried to order a bunch of stuff, right? But Bank of America caught it and notified my ex and let him know. And then the message also came to me. And I kind of figured out that it came from either Chick-fil-A restaurant or either this other restaurant that I had went to. And I figured that one of the employees must be a thief, right? And they clearly must have looked at the card information off the receipt or whatever the case is, and then they kept it or whatever. Then when they got home or whatever, they try to order some stuff. They try to order like $500 worth of nutrition, weight loss stuff. It was so funny. And then they was trying to order some like a what do you call the thing that you cut your beard with, a razor and all that. Not that little $1, $2 stuff at the store, actual electronic one, that they use when they want to shave and stuff. And they try to order all that, but they got, they wasn't able to do it because the Bank of America caught them. You know what I'm saying? And put a stop to the card and stuff. But yeah, you got to watch it when you go to restaurants, when you go to the gas station, when you go to local stores, and basically everywhere because they be doing the most. And sometimes it be those employees, okay? They be quick to watch you, but they be in there stealing. Okay, you got to watch Walmart, all those little places like that, because they be doing the most, y'all. And you just never know. Like I said, I have had so many things happen with my cars and stuff that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? All types of little scams. They even have the like when you apply for a loan online, they almost got my ex because they couldn't get me, but they almost got him because he thought he was talking to a loan person on the phone, right? But it actually wasn't. And the guy was asking him for his passcode to log into his account. And this psycho man gave them the passcode, okay? Um, and then the guy was, you know what the guy did? The guy was acting like he was depositing some money into my ex account, you know, that he was trying to borrow, right? And instead, what he did, the guy went to the bank and did a claim on something that my ex had already paid. And then when he did the claim, he told my ex that he was giving him part of the money he was trying to borrow. It was crazy. I don't even know why he believed that stupid stuff. You know, when you be desperate for stuff, that's what you do. And in reality, the guy wasn't doing what the guy was really doing. The guy was actually taking my ex money that he paid on a bill, and he was doing a claim. So when you do a claim on on something, the bank will give you a credit, okay, for that amount until they get everything cleared up or whatever the case is. So that's what the bank was doing and stuff. And my ex finally realized that it was a scam, and he was able to stop everything before the guy went into the account and drained him out of all his money, because that's exactly what he was trying to do. That was the real plan. You know what I'm saying? So be careful when y'all be applying for them loans and stuff online, because they be doing all types of scams with the loans and stuff, with just about anything. So you definitely got to be careful when you are doing anything online, or anything when you got to get somebody your credit card information, or when you go into the store and you put your credit card or your food stamp card into the machine or whatever. You got to be very, very careful with that, because you just never know. And you got a lot of thieves, and a lot of them work in the store. You know, it's a lot of thieves that works in the stores and stuff like that. Let me look and see what these people are talking about. So yeah, let's see here. So definitely got to hold on for a second, guys. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Ow! So, y'all, I don't know what to talk about. See, that's why I don't like doing late night videos. Let me see who's in there. Hey, girl. Hey, Life, Love, and Poetry. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, they would definitely be able to get that back. Yep, I'm representing my home team. Yeah, Christmas is coming so fast. It's really coming fast, man. I mean, all of these holidays are just like, they really came fast. I mean, everything. Thanksgiving came quickly and gone. Now Christmas is almost here, then New Year's, and then we're going to be starting the whole process over again. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do, so we can go into the new year a little different than this year. I don't really make resolutions, but this year I did say I will make maybe a little resolution, um, but nothing like drastic like some people do. Because one thing I know is a lot of people make resolutions, and they try to adhere to these resolutions the first 2 months of the year, and then they be right back to their normal routine. So therefore, that's why I really don't make resolutions. But like I said, I might make just one little resolution, and it's just for me to, since I can, I'll just start back dating for real in January. I'm just gonna make sure that I choose the right person, and I'm going to really be. I usually put people through a little test and everything else when I meet people, but I'm gonna really be um, doing that when I start dating in January of next year, because a lot of people out here are not worth their time at all. And it takes a lot to find a good partner out here. You just don't want any type of man or woman, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be kind of picky and stuff. And a lot of people don't be um, picky enough. At least I don't think they do, But for me, that's going to be one of my small little resolutions, just to make sure that when I choose someone to date, I'm going to make sure that they meet everything that I'm looking for, point blank. And if they're not looking, if they don't have the things that I'm looking for, I'm not going to even waste my time, because time is valuable. You don't have time to be wasted. Especially, really, it doesn't even matter what age you are. You just don't have time to be wasted, because you never know when your days may be up, and then you just want to be happy. You don't want to be walking around here um, being sad and depressed and everything else. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to be doing that and stuff. But yeah, damn, they said 18 inmates have died in Riverside County jails in 2022, and families want an investigation. Now, how did 18 inmates die like that? Let me see what this article is talking about, y'all, real quick. So they said a man incarcerated in a Riverside County jail died in a hospital on Monday after being unresponsive in a jail cell the week before. It's the 18th death of an inmate this year, the deadliest year in the county's jails, according to data made public by the California Department of Justice going back to 2005. Riverside County had previously reported at most 12 deaths in its jails over that time frame, most recently in 2020. Wow. Orange and San Bernardino counties have not reported more than 13 and 15 deaths in a year. Deputies at the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside found a man unresponsive in a cell around 12:30 p.m. on December the 13th, the sheriff department reported Wednesday. He was transported to a hospital where he died on December the 19th. Another man died in the same facility days before. The 18 deaths in the county's five jails managed by Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco are in stark contrast to those in neighboring counties when controlled for population. In 2020, Orange County jails had an average daily population of about 3,700 inmates, and San Bernardino had more, about 5,000. In Orange County, 3 in every 1,000 inmates died in jail that year. And in San Bernardino County, about 2 in every 1,000 inmates died. Gosh, Riverside County's 12 deaths in 2020, just one less than more populous Orange County, amounted to about 3 fatalities in every 1,000 inmates. This year, Riverside County appears to be far outpacing its historical highs in those of its neighboring counties, with a rate of about 5 in every 1,000 inmates died in jail this year. Final data, however, will not be available until 2023. Mm-mm-mm. Boy, these people are cruel. Somebody said, great taxpayer savings. You know what, y'all? I ought to be ashamed of myself. When I read that, I said the same thing. I ought to be. I said the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-mm-mm. So somebody said, so it's normal that inmates potentially die in jail, especially with the wide variety of medical problems they have immune system in their chaotic way of life. It doesn't seem uncommon this would happen. It seemed that maybe dying in jail might be a deterrent from committing crimes and going to jail, but I guess not. Maybe the experts in MSM should do studies on how many criminals die yearly from committing crimes, naturally, etc., that have nothing to do with police jails and etc. They can show compassion to the lost souls of criminals dying. What? I don't even know what this person just said, y'all. Okay, good start. I like saving money. That's what somebody said. These people are crazy. Somebody said, no matter how many people die in jail, you will still pay taxes. Robots just keep on going without a care. Keep programming yourself to think you're saving money because a human has passed and the robot is still working. Yeah, I guess you win. These people be tripping me out. Mm-mm-mm. But I'm wondering what's going on in these jails for real, while all these inmates are dying. Because every time I look around, I hear about some inmate dying in jail on the news all the time. So it makes you wonder: are they really getting adequate medical care? You know, are they getting their medications or whatever? Because that's a lot of inmates dying. That is tripped out. So hopefully they can figure that out. They're probably not going to really figure it out because they probably don't really care. But yeah, these people are crazy. Listen to this, y'all. 8 teenage girls who met through social media have been accused of stabbing a man to death. Man, in a swarming attack in Toronto. This was in Toronto. Man, I was reading this the other day. Um, damn, one of the victims was 59 years old. 8 teenage girls who all met through social media, have been accused of stabbing a man to death in a swarming attack in Toronto, Canada this week, police said. Toronto police said in a press release that the young suspects, three 13-year-olds, three 14-year-olds, and two 16-year-olds, were arrested and charged with second-degree murder in connection to the December 18 killing of a 59-year-old man. 13, 14, 16. That's sad. The man, whose identity was not immediately released, moved into the city's homeless shelter system recently. Toronto Police Service Detective Sergeant Terry Brown said at a press conference on Tuesday. Brown said the man had a very supportive family in the area and may have been on some hard luck. Police have not yet given a motive for their killing, but said that the suspects swarmed the victim. I wouldn't describe them as a gang at this point, Brown told reporters of the suspects, but what they are alleged to have occurred that evening will be consistent with what we traditionally call a swarming type behavior. Police found several weapons in the aftermath of the incident, according to Brown. Authorities said that just after midnight on December the 18th, a group of bystanders flagged down EMS workers and reported that there had been an assault near York Street and University Avenue. Wow. Emergency responders took the severely injured man to a nearby hospital where he died. Brown said during a press conference that authorities learned very early on that the suspects involved in this were being described as 8 young females, and the suspects were quickly arrested. Police believe that the band of girls were in the area where the attack happened less than 2 hours earlier and were involved in another altercation at that point. Brown said the suspects met each other through social media and lived in all different parts of Toronto. He said authorities do not know how long the girls have known each other. That's sad. We don't know how or why they met on that evening and why the destination was downtown, Toronto, Brown said. 3 of the girls have had prior contact with police, according to Brown. Meanwhile, a resident at the co-ed homeless shelter at the city's Strathcona Hotel told CBC Toronto that she was smoking a cigarette with the victim outside the shelter when the group of girls came up to them. The unnamed woman told the news outlet that the girls tried to take her alcohol and the victim intervened. So that's probably why they stabbed that man. Gosh, over some alcohol. He protected me, the woman said of the victim. The woman said the girls then attacked the man and she fled out of fear. Bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. I didn't know if they had a knife or what. I was just scared, the woman said. That's sad. Dang, all over some alcohol. Hold on, y'all. That is ridiculous. Let's see what some people said. Somebody said, why were these girls out past curfew? This is horrible that girls could even do such a thing. I hope they all are tried as adults and rot in prison. So somebody said gun control really made a difference, keeping that man safe, huh? If he fired a single shot in the air, I bet they would have fled in fear and he would be alive. When gun disappear, people will simply get medieval. Crime will not cease. Wait, man. Somebody said this poor man, bless his heart. Those girls have to be mentally sick and need serious help. Somebody said they need life in prison without parole. Somebody else said so girls that met on internet just happened to all be armed, and the woman that was outside with the victim, who was the initial person the girl swarm, was able to run away. Somehow she get through a mob of 8 crazy teenagers and not stabbed sounds strange. Brown said the man had a very supportive family in the area and may have been on some hard luck. If they were supportive, why wasn't he staying with any of them? This time of year in Canada is cold. Just asking, since the article said he has family in the area that was supportive. Sounds totally opposite to me. That's what I was thinking. Because if they were supportive, why would he be outside homeless? Okay, even if he didn't want to stay with them, they could all went together and got him somewhere to stay, right? And then it was 8 girls, so I guess the lady couldn't do anything but run. But again, um, I'm for a certain degree of gun control, but I don't think that they should stop letting regular citizens have guns. I just think they need to make it a little bit tougher, you know, to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Versus how they do it now. And I think people should take mental evaluations before they are allowed to own, buy a gun, point blank. And I think they also should require everybody to take gun lesson classes, and everything, and learn how to shoot properly and the store the gun and things like that, you know, and also be required. They are required to keep a gun locked up, but definitely make it a definite requirement, because a lot of kids get hold to guns and stuff and end up shooting one another or shooting their parents by mistake and things like that. Or sometimes kids, get the gun and take it to places and, cause havoc, So I think they need to really change the laws and make it a little bit stricter, and make it harder to obtain a weapon like that. But I don't think they should outlaw them because, like, if this person would have had something, the lady or even a man, they could have, deterred. They could have stopped those girls from coming up there doing all that. I'm not saying they should have been, shooting at them or anything, but they could have, made them think twice, you know, coming up there like that, and he might would have been still alive today. So, we got to think about things when we ask for them, because sometimes, things sound like it's good not to have, but in the long run, it's not. And I just don't believe we should, not have that right, because you never know what may happen, and you may need to defend yourself, you know. So I'm not for that, taking away weapons, because you never know. You just never know. And I'm gonna tell you something anyway. Even if they did do that, certain people are still going to be able to get, weapons, because like even over there in London, where regular citizens can have guns, even only certain police carry guns there, right, in London. But a lot of people, some people still have guns there. Some regular citizens still have guns, because like I got a couple of friends over there, and one of my friends was telling me, like the yardie dudes, like thugs and stuff. That's what they call them over there, yardie and stuff. Um, they get weapons. They get GUNs, GUNS. They get those. They have them. Okay, and so if somebody breaking in your place and they got one and you don't have anything, you messed up. So I just don't. I'm not into that taking away our complete rights when it comes to being able to own a GUN or not. You know what I'm saying? I think we should keep that right, but I just think they should make it harder, more difficult to obtain one. And they should require people to go to the range, take gun control lessons, not gun control, but gun, some type of lessons that you can take so you can, classes, not lessons, so you can know how to properly store it and, blase, blase. And also they should do mental evaluations and stuff to make sure you're mentally sound. You know what I'm saying? Before you be able to buy one. And then periodically they should be able to test you, like maybe once a year or something like that. But, I guess all that costs too much money. They probably don't want to spend that or whatever the case is to do that. But I think they should do something like that. And I think it would deter a lot of unnecessary crimes from happening, you know, when people take those weapons and use them, you know. So that's what I think they should do. I don't think they should take it away though completely, because again, if the man or the woman has something like that, the man probably wouldn't be dead right now. But that's a shame. Those little girls need their butts whipped for real, and I know they should definitely be in jail, prison for the rest of their lives for real. So let's go ahead and see what else they got in here. Oh, they killed those little baby mountain lions. That's sad. They were so cute too. But yeah, it's like, So much be happening, y'all, in this world today. And just a lot of be happening every single day. Okay, let's see what else I got on here, y'all. Let's see. So somebody thought they saw a flying saucer out here in California, y'all. Let me read that story to y'all. Like always, they always thinking they see something. So all of these articles are from newsbreak.com. And again, everything that's in this video is protected by the copyright, what is it, the Fair Use Act of 1976. Everything in this video is for educational purposes and for entertainment purposes, or to give my opinion, or for teaching purposes, okay? And it is protected by the Fair Use Act, the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976, and that will be included down below, like always, okay? So anyway, this other article is from Newsbreak again. Um, this happened in Sebastopol. What is this? Sebastopol, California. I have never heard of that in my life. So anyway, they said a California witness says a fast-moving object was rectangle shaped. Okay, a California witness at Sebastopol reported watching a rectangle-shaped object with a single line of lights running underneath that flashed an order at about 8:30 p.m. on September the 25th, 2022. Okay. The witness described the object as a large, dark, and rectangular that glided silently and swiftly overhead. Okay. On the object's underside, the witness said there was a single line of lights running its length that flashed on and off in order. The colors were red, blue, green, and white. The witness called out to family members to look at the object, but the object seemed to disappear for about 2 seconds. Only one other family member saw the object. Let's see what it said. So she said it's very hard to figure out what it was in the sky, but she said her daughter and herself had the first impression that it was huge and about the distance up of about a small aircraft. She said, I guess it was the width of my minivan and triple its length. It was clearly rectangular and dark gray, perhaps metallic. The witness described the lights as small and circular with an LED-like brightness. The object also came into and out of visibility with the entire viewing lasting no more than 6 to 8 seconds. There were no clouds between the witness and the object. The witness reached for a phone to record the object, but it had already passed. Witnesses' quotes were edited for clarity. Okay, so this is by Newsbreak, but it came from the UF sighting thing. Um, let's see. It came from the National UFO Reporting Center. Okay. So they said California is rated the number one state in U.S. for UFO sightings for November 2022, with 47 cases filed. There were 20 square or rectangular cases reported nationally nationally in November 2022. That's tripped out, y'all. So somebody said in the article in the comments section that they seen it years ago from their house up at Lake Isabella, which is near China Lake testing facility. It flew very low over his house. He said he got a very good look at it. It had three large light women on the bottom side and very quiet, no sound at all. It was being escorted by two other jets. He said he got a good look at it. It is not a UFO that people want to believe. It's definitely an American aircraft. So why even tell anybody about this? Okay, let's see. I remember when I was living in Kelly, Texas, we had seen some of in the sky, right? And we thought it was a UFO, but it wasn't. It was actually the military, one of their jets or whatever the case is. It's a different one though. I have never seen one like that before because I lived right close to a military base. Just like here, I don't live too far from the military base where I live at now. But that's what it was because I was like, damn, I was because it was like we was on the freeway driving right, and I just saw all these damn lights right, and the thing was just hovering right over us, just standing basically still and stuff. And I was like, what the heck is that? Because I had never seen a plane like that. But I went home and we looked in the Keller newspaper or something. I can't remember. And I don't know, we called a number or something, and other people was reporting the same thing. And so I think on the news or something, the news came up and told everybody what it was. But it was a trip. And then out here in Cali, a couple of years ago, and then you know what, y'all, I still believe this was a UFO. They claim it was something else, but I actually believe it was a UFO. We was out driving, right? This right here, I got a picture of. You have to go to my Instagram to look at that, okay? Because I'm not going to pull it up and show you. Then again, I might. Okay, let me see if I can find it. But anyway, I remember like a couple of years ago, they claimed they were doing some type of rocket testing or whatever the case is. But I'm gonna tell you something. I was outside. I was in my car and I saw it, and I actually got out and looked at everything. While everything was happening. And so when I was looking up in the sky, I saw the military planes following something right in the sky, and it was like chasing the thing. Okay, and then I don't know. It was like they were shooting at the thing, okay? And the thing was just running from them in the sky. You know what I'm saying? It was flying, not running, flying away from them. And the other jets and stuff, which were military jets, they was flying behind them. And the military jets kept on shooting, at them, at the UFO. And next thing I knew, it disappeared point blank. And then they put it on the news. It was on the news and everything. Let me see if I can find it on my Instagram. And I'm gonna show y'all the pictures because people were posting pictures all up on the on their social media pages, on Facebook, on Instagram, everything. And it was all on the news, and I'll never forget that. I think that was it was right before CV. Let me see if I can find my picture that I took of it, if I still got it on here. But I'm gonna tell you, the news in the military claimed it was something else, like a rocket, missile. I don't know what they said. I can't remember what they said, but I just don't believe it because when I was looking up at the sky, because you can see it. It happened out here in Cali too. Um, when I was looking up in the sky and saw it, it looked like some military jets was chasing something. Okay, and the other thing was flying away from them, trying to get away. And then all I saw is like some fire or whatever the case is. I don't know. They were shooting at the thing. And next thing I know, the thing, disappeared, fell down, or whatever you want to call it. And then it was all over. But this was like a couple years ago when this happened and stuff. So you never know. You never know what may be out there in that sky at nighttime or any time of the day. Just never know. I bet it was dance worth it. Let me go ahead and see if I can find that video for y'all to see and stuff. I know this is a boring video tonight, y'all. I'm just really on here just shooting the breeze because I just felt like talking tonight and everything. Um, didn't really have much to talk about. Get on here like everybody else do. I'm just not gonna get on here and be talking foolishness, but you know, um, I just wanted to get on here tonight and trip out. What the heck was we doing? I can't believe y'all. I can't believe some of these videos I put up on here. I'm trying to find that video. I don't even see it. Let's see if I can find it. Because it was a trip. Because I actually, like I said, I actually took a picture of it. Or either put, not a picture, but I think I did like a little video. I think I did a little video of it. Some of these pictures be looking tripped out, y'all. You know how y'all be taking pictures, right? You think they look all good, then you go back years later and look at it, and you be like, "What the heck was I thinking?" Trying to figure out where did I take that at, because it happened a couple of years ago. But it was all over the news, y'all. It was all over the news. Let me see, y'all. Okay, let's see. Is this it? Oh no, that's the sun, y'all. I'm tripping out. I'm like, is this it right here? That ain't even nothing. Don't even look like that, man. Let's see if I can find that. But that damn thing was going so fast, y'all. It was zooming across the sky, and the military planes, they were zooming right behind it. I'm gonna never forget that. They was going fast, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't believe what they said. I believe it was something. I believe it was a flying saucer. I really do believe that. I don't believe them. Oh man, that's not it. I'm trying to find. I hope I kept it on here. I don't even see the pictures no more. Let's see if this is it. This is still not. I thought this was the picture right here, but it's not. Damn. I hate when I have pictures of something right and can't find it no more. No, what happened? Oh yeah, that was way. Y'all know what? That was in actually it was in 2017. What the heck do I be talking about? And I did not. I thought I took a video. Y'all, I thought I took a video of it, but on here this is just a picture. But I think I did take a video. I just don't have it on this. I probably got it on Facebook, and I'm not gonna look on Facebook because I don't feel like looking through all that stuff. Let me show y'all the picture though. I do not believe them when they said that that was just some kind of missile, and they was chasing. Let me see this picture. That little dot right there. I think I'm not sure. That little dot right there. I think that little dot on there, I'm pointing at the wrong thing, but I think that little dot right there was the little thing that they was chasing, I believe. Because as you can see, I took a picture of that. See? When it was zooming across the thing, and then the military planes was right behind it, going behind it and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, they said that it was a rocket and it's extra. But no, everybody who saw this, they was like, that is not a rocket. That's something else. And anyway, when the military was flying behind it and they looked like they um, shot at it or whatever the case is, the thing, fell down. I'm not joking. It fell down. And then everything just disappeared. And I'll never forget that. That happened way back in 2017. Y'all, these years go by so quick. I didn't even realize it was so long ago and stuff. But yeah, I remember that. That was a trip. 17, 18, 19, 20, 1 to 2. So 5 years ago, that's when that happened. And if you know what, if y'all go on Google anyway and type that up, you'll see a lot of pictures and videos of that. That does not look like no rocket like they were trying to say. Okay, it looked like they was chasing behind some type of UFO. Shoot. And the thing, the way it was moving, it does not even move like a regular plane or anything. I don't know what I believe they be lying. Okay. I really do. And then let's see what people are saying. Oh no, this guy was, let's see what this dude look like. Tripped out like always. But yeah, shit. Oh, but yeah, that was tripped out though. So I think sometimes when people be saying they see stuff up in the air, the sky. I mean, I believe they do be seeing UFOs. I really do. You just never know. I don't think everybody be making up stuff. I think some of these people definitely see what they say they saw, point blank. I really do believe that. But yeah, so let me show y'all some pictures of some lights we saw tonight. So we saw these tonight. We had a good time. So this house right here, like I don't know if y'all can see this on this camera. I should have just put the damn pictures up on my thing. I'm gonna have to put them on there because you can't see these real good. Can't see them. You can't see them real good on this phone, on this computer. Let's see. No, you can't see them real good. Let me see if you can see the other one. Nope, I'm gonna have to show them. You know what? I'm gonna have to show these on. You can almost see that one somewhat, but I'm gonna have to show them a different kind of way because it's not gonna show up on there like that. So I'm gonna have to show that a different type of way. But yeah, we saw some gorgeous decorations tonight, y'all. We saw some gorgeous decorations. Let me show y'all this video I did today when I was doing my thing. I'll show y'all this real quick. Because I'm not gonna put this up when I put the video up, but I'll show it to you on here. Wait. Christmas. Don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and let's get it in. All right? Peace out. That's the video. That's the video y'all did today when I was doing this. Let me do it again. When I was doing this video. Wait, let me do it again. Damn, this thing started too quick for me. Do it again. It starts all quick. Let me pause it. Okay, be going on fast and stuff. Let's see. Don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and let's get it in. All right? Peace out. Y'all, look at this little snowman. He's so cute. I'm going to put that video up today, y'all. Well, later on, I'm going to put it up so y'all can see that video when we went to Old Town, Temecula. We had so much fun tonight when we went to Old Town. And at nighttime, they be doing some stuff down there. They be jamming down there at nighttime. It be a trip. It be lit, y'all. At nighttime, they be, doing the most and stuff. Y'all. Oh, let me show y'all this guy dancing, y'all, okay? Let me show you this dude dancing. Let me show y'all him. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. He be jamming, y'all. This boy be jamming, y'all. Let me show that again. He be jamming, y'all. Oh, man. Let me get back to that. Let's see. Push play. What the hell happened? Wait, let me do it again. Wait, I'm about to start it like this. Damn, this damn thing. Wait. Jamming, y'all. Hey. He be jamming, y'all. He be jamming his ass off when he be doing the wine. I love it when a man can dance good, y'all. And he can dance really good because it's like, I don't know. When a dude can dance real good and you be on the floor dancing with him, even if you can't dance good, he'll make you dance better. Especially whining like that and stuff. Let me see what else I can show y'all. Let's see what else we can see. Let y'all see some pictures. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll show y'all this. Wait. Well, I don't like this video. Let me show you another video. Wait, not this one. See, maybe so. Let's see what he's doing here. I need to do some of these exercises. Wait, what is the one that I wanted to show y'all? Let me see. Let me find another video. Oh, y'all, let me show y'all my little team, too. Let me show y'all them. They did that little training. I think this was today's training, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. Badass kids. The badass kids. I know what this guy talking about. So if benefits come from cancer and therefore you don't go complain. This is so damn good, y'all. You say what about matter. You say okay, now what did you? This is so good because I remember when we first started our academy. When we first started, this is the one I just showed y'all. Look at them. Training. They doing a lot. I think I just showed y'all this. Let me show you the other one. Or did I? I don't know which one I showed y'all. Shit. Let's see. This is so good.
Thunder.
So that's MSSA, y'all.
That's how to run. That's speed, Abby. You dribble this pool.
That's good, y'all. I cannot believe how many kids we got playing on our team now, considering when we first started, people we couldn't even get people to join the team. And those parents were so fucking hard to encourage to let their children join our team. I mean, at first we only had like one or two players.
You're not doing it well again, Abby. You're not doing it well again.
Now we got 20 some players, y'all. 20 some players. And like I told y'all before, we won our first game in September. Our first match, because they play soccer or football, as they say there. Football. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to find some more videos of the team. Look at them right here.
That's it, our job. You're not throwing the ball high. Good. Maja, see how you're standing. And she's moving, you're standing.
He be getting so worked up, the
Don't
coach.
get the ball away. Who is this?
Who is this? Who is this? You standing. You're standing. Who is this?
Don't pull your head up, my Stivo.
Oh,
You bend that neck down. Bend your...
He laughs when I be imitating them.
Good one, Flora.
Little kids. They doing good though, y'all.
Good one,
Y'all just got to see this dude do the wine again. Wait a minute, hold up. I've been thinking about this boy doing this. I'm so damn stupid. It's ridiculous. Wait, y'all, I got to play that again. Damn, I got to play that one more time. Wait. He be jamming. Wait. Hey. Y'all, let me play that one more time. It's late night, y'all. Y'all know what late night do for you.
Can you wine? Can you do it on time? Can you wine? Can you hear me no bad girl? Can you wine? Can you do it no stop? Can
you? I am a trip. Let me stop this camera real quick. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me go get something out this dryer real quick. Because I don't want my clothes to get wrinkled. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait. What y'all watching? What you think? Rush Hour is good. I'm not in food with all that. I gotta close this. I can't do this. Damn, can I do this? Can I do this? I can't do this no more. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so silly, it's ridiculous. Hey, this boy that got me worked up over here, doing all that whining like that. Can you whine it? 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 Can you do it? Can you drop it like this? Drop it like that? Can you whine it? All right, y'all. Can you whine? Can you whine? Can you whine it? Can you whine it? Can you whine it? Hey, okay. Oh my God. Every time I be watching him dance, I start tripping out, y'all. Okay. But yeah, the team of ours. Let me show y'all a flyer that we did. I didn't do it, but they did. They did one like this for MSSA, see, for the end of the year fiesta. That's one. I think I picked that one. Then they did this style. I didn't really care for that one too much, but the other one, I think I chose that. And this, see, some of the boys there are big. Look at these big ass boys.
Your time must be up. It's your time that you're using to move. Your thigh, you're not doing it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. You see, you must raise your thigh.
These boys was really little when they first started, okay?
What happened to your legs that are not getting close?
Running like that. Oh my God. Oh shit. Let me see this boy run up there like that again. This is funny. Come running up there like that. Now you know the coach was not gonna let him get away with that.
Your thigh must be up.
Watch how you run up
It's
there.
your thigh that you're using to move. Your thigh, you're not doing it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Wait.
You see, you must raise your thigh. Like, what are you doing?
Boy, what are you doing?
What happened to your legs that are not getting close?
The heck you running up there like that for? My gosh, these kids, man. It's not that damn long. Let me see. Oh, y'all, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all my acupuncture thing that I did, okay? Let me show it to y'all. I was going to put this video up, but I'm going to show you here because it would be easier if I show it to you here when they did it. Wait. So that was on yesterday. I went to get my acupuncture done for my bladder, right? And I was meaning to put this up, and I forgot. Okay, I forgot, y'all. Look, y'all. Let me let y'all see. Wait a minute. Okay, guys, this is the acupuncture that I was telling you about. You see what the nurse is doing? Ouch! No. I want to show y'all. Look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh. Woo. Woo. Y'all are brave. See that long ass needle? Put that needle in there. You can't really see it on here, but when I put that video up, y'all will be able to see it. Oh my God, y'all. Right on those nerves. There's that needle right there. See it? And there's a little machine and stuff on it. Up to that. They bring electrical currents in there, right? Correct. You see it, y'all? Ooh. That's the lane I got on my feet. No, that's shea butter. I forgot not to put shea butter on my foot. That long ass needle, y'all. This morning, I forgot all about this.
Okay, so now let's start. Do you remember what number you were on?
Like 4. Okay, let's see. It goes all the way up to like 20.
Okay, this is 1.
Okay, you can go ahead. Ooh, okay, we can go a little farther. That's only 2. Okay, right there. I can't go no farther. I mean, you may want to go back to 2. Dang.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, it's really on the nerves today. Gosh. Sometimes I go up to 4. I used to go up to 7.
Really?
Yeah, then I had to go down. Yeah.
Well, I got your nerve.
Huh?
I got your nerve.
The other nurse told me some people go all the way up to 16. I'm like, what?
Oh, yes.
That's ooh. I don't even know how they take that.
Yes. You start tolerating higher and higher.
Oh, wait, Lord.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Okay. All right, thank you. So I'll keep this on y'all for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Y'all see that? Yeah. All right. So this is the office, y'all. Okay, y'all. So yeah. So that procedure, what they did right there, y'all, that's the acupuncture that I get done every 2 weeks for bladder pain that I've been having since I was like young, like a kid. And instead of taking like medications, you can do acupuncture for different areas of your body, and it actually works because my bladder don't really even hurt. It hurt. I had missed 2 appointments, right, and my bladder started hurting like a week, about 2 weeks ago. It did, but when I started going back to finish up my acupuncture, no more bladder pain. So I'm telling y'all, try the acupuncture out in different parts of your body to you know, help that area out, to heal it, to possibly heal that area, or to make you feel better. And I was actually thinking about getting acupuncture for my back as well. But the thing about that little needle that they stick in you, like that little needle they were sticking into my ankle, the needle itself don't hurt when they stick it in, but when they start moving it around to get on your nerves, that kind of hurt. And then when they put that machine there, right, and they go up different numbers, The higher they go up, the more I think it hits. It gives you more I don't know, more currents or whatever, I guess, on those nerves or whatever the case is, electrical charge on those nerves. That feels tripped out. That's why I couldn't go no further than I think 2 this time. I used to go all the way up to 7, and then something happened and I couldn't do 7 anymore. And so now the highest I go up to at times maybe 4, maybe 5, but usually it's like 2 or 3. And yesterday when I got this done, I couldn't go past 2 because she had it right on the nerve. I mean, right there on the nerve. And it was in a different area too. And that really was intense. So I could not go further than 2. But overall, I think acupuncture is good. It's just that some people say it don't hurt. I still believe it hurts somewhat, but not like really drastic pain or anything. But it does hurt. And like I said, you may, if they do, I don't know when they put it all over your body like that in different areas. I don't know how, what if they do it the same way with the little machine like that. I don't know, because I just get it down for my bladder and they go through, my ankle area down there. But it's something that you have to get used to. Sometimes I hate going. That's why I missed one appointment. Then the next appointment I missed because I was talking on the phone trying to help somebody with something. So um, you got to keep those appointments up. I usually do. That's one thing I know is when you start skipping stuff and your body is used to getting it done. If you don't get it done, whatever pains you had, is somewhat comes back. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with my allergies. When I was going to an allergist and I was doing the saline solution thing and all that stuff, everything was working good, right? And then I called myself saying I don't need this anymore, so I stopped going. Everything stayed good until like a couple months ago, and then all my allergies started flaring back up again. So I'm thinking that I probably need to go back to my allergist and keep on going. And the thing about it is that I don't never use no medications. I always do somewhat like natural remedies and stuff like that for different things. I don't like taking all those meds, and I don't like doing all the other stuff that people like to do. I believe in trying to do natural things to heal certain parts of your body. And if I do use like a medicine, it don't be like it don't be like the traditional medications, put it like that. It'd be something that's more friendly to the body, that cause less side effects and things like that. The only real medication that I actually take is for my hypertension, because I tried different fruits and stuff and all that, and it just did not work. And I tried other natural approaches that just did not control my blood pressure. So the only real meds that I take is just for my hypertension. Anything else, I try to, deter certain things from happening. Like, for example, when you go get your blood work done and you test for diabetes, if you know your numbers are close to being pre-diabetic or you're pre-diabetic, you would probably want to start decreasing sugar in your diet, and white breads and white pastas and stuff like that, because that stuff changes into sugars. I think those are carbs, right? And it changes into sugars and everything in your body. So that's why they tell you if you're pre-diabetic or if you're diabetic, because you shouldn't be eating that stuff. And if you're pre-diabetic, you should limit it as much as possible. Eat small consumptions of, white bread. If you eat white bread at all, I don't eat white bread. But anytime you go to the doctor, right, and you see that your numbers are getting close to something or you're pre something, you should be working to lower those numbers so you won't have to get on medications. Just like if you know your LDL, I think that's LDL levels and all that type of stuff. If your bad cholesterol is too high, if you don't want to take meds, you need to do everything that they tell you to do to reduce your bad cholesterol. Otherwise, if you don't, do stuff to bring those numbers down, you're going to end up taking cholesterol pills. Okay. So a lot of times people don't have that dedication, and that's why they can't bring stuff down naturally and they need meds. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes you can't bring stuff down naturally. So you do need meds to help you. But like I said before, if you go take all your blood work and it shows if you're pre something or if your numbers are close. That's when you can start working on getting numbers down so you won't develop those diseases. And that's what I do. When I go to the doctor and get blood work done, like I just got blood work done, which all came back pretty good. Um, if any numbers are kind of elevated or whatever the case is, I'll try to, get those numbers down naturally. Like even when I told you guys I had inflammation, and my cardiologist actually, he's the one who told me do not take no inflammatory drugs because they have so many drastic side effects. And he was telling me that you use turmeric, cumin, and black pepper in it, and that helps to get rid of inflammation. Well, guess what? I took the turmeric with cumin and black pepper along with something else, ginger or something was is in it. And I took that for like 2 months, I think, 2 months. And I still do take it out, but I don't take them every day, but I take them every other day. Guess what? That inflammation decreased all the way down. I don't have any. I think he said none or just a very little. I think that's what he said. So that turmeric with cumin, black pepper, and what is it, ginger or something like that in it, it actually decreases inflammation. And yeah, that was a trip. I was like, wow. And so then he gave me some more vitamins to take, right? He told me to go to the store, to the health store. He told me to get some CoQ10 vitamins. And he told me to get some UDIQUINOL 100 milligram vitamins. And the CoQ110 vitamins, that's 200 milligrams or either 300 milligrams. And he told me to take those daily plus magnesium, 250 milligrams, plus vitamin D, which I already take that, 2,000, what's the names? And so I already take vitamin D. Okay, I already take that every other day. I used to take it every day, but you can't have your vitamin D too high. You can't go overboard with that, okay? Because you can cause some other things to happen if you consume too much vitamin D. Um, but I have already been taking that. So now I just need to buy the magnesium and the other two vitamins and stuff, along with the turmeric. One of those vitamins on there helps with like muscle pain and things like that. And something else he was telling me about the muscles. I don't have no muscle pains or anything, but it helps with something else dealing with your muscles too. Because as you age, you need extra help. That's why they tell you take vitamins. Just like I drink collagen. I don't drink collagen every day though. I drink collagen supposedly every other day. That shit is very nasty. I drink the powder one and everything, and I don't put mine in milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So what I do, I was putting it inside of soy milk, right? But it's still nasty. So what I do is just put it inside of warm water, and I just drink it down and shit. But I can see that stuff really do helps to replace collagen, even though they claim they don't really have no real backup saying that that's 100% true. But since it's not dangerous to the body or anything, and it could only be helpful, I just decided to go ahead and drink it anyway because you just could never be, any even if you just get a little of that collagen, it's better, because women especially lose a lot of collagen as they age, and you need collagen. That's why some women, when they lose collagen, even men, how they face get when they start aging and stuff and things like that. So there are some good benefits to taking vitamins and drinking collagen and um, you know doing all this other stuff so you can age gracefully versus aging feeling and looking a mess and stuff. And I definitely don't want to be feeling tripped out as I get older. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then, like I said, I have a very good cardiologist. He be telling me about natural stuff, and he's not into all them different pills unless you definitely got to have them. And I'm just glad I found him point blank. The whole entire staff of cardiologists there, all of them are very, 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 very good cardiologists. Every single one of them, every single one of those doctors, you know, and they really do talk to you. And my doctor in particular, he definitely goes over everything and talks to me in detail, and he does not try to rush you out the room. And even if I tell him that my chest hurt, he'll go do an echocardiogram or just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have hypertension, y'all, in case you have it, you're supposed to be going to a cardiologist to check out your heart, even if you just do it once a year or something like that. Because when you have, hey, Quiotech, when you have hypertension, it's very crucial for you to stay on top of your health, and because you know that hypertension can do a lot of damage to your heart, to the heart muscles, to other organs. And so, anytime you have hypertension, you should be seeing a cardiologist. Like I say, even if it's once, once every year. Like even when I was pregnant, because I developed hypertension 22 years ago after I had my daughter Jade. And I started seeing a cardiologist right after I had her. And then when I had my other daughter 3 years later, I definitely was seeing a cardiologist the entire pregnancy and stuff because you're high risk. Okay, if you have hypertension while you're pregnant and stuff. Now, granted, everything went perfect, but I still was rated high risk because I had hypertension. And when I had my son, I also was high risk because I had hypertension, obviously, but everything went perfect again. But I was also seeing a cardiologist to make sure that everything was going good because when you're pregnant, all that put added stress on your heart along with the hypertension. I'm looking, I don't see the doctor, so I don't know what's wrong with me. You better go to the doctor. Talk about you don't go to the doctor. You won't even know if something is wrong with you if you don't go to the doctor. Shoot. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to go to the doctor either. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but I usually go. Every year I go and get a physical. I go to the dentist once or twice a year, and I grant it. I'm not gonna lie. I went to get my teeth cleaned. They told me I needed a filling, a little small filling, and that was like 2 or 3 months ago, y'all. And I have not even been back. But I'm actually gonna make that appointment next week and go get my filling done before the end of the year. I heard that, girl. I heard that. But I still think it's beneficial to go to the doctor because sometimes we rush. I honestly believe that sometimes we rush our death. You know what I'm saying? And we also um, make ourselves get sick when we don't go to the doctor to check on things if we're not feeling good or if something is hurting us. And I do believe in going to the doctor if I don't know, why I'm in pain or if something is hurting me or something is weird going on and stuff. I go to the doctor every year and get every checkup that I need to get. I sure do. I remember before I relocated to Atlanta to the ATL, I did a mammogram, and I was nowhere near around the age to get one. I took a mammogram at 25 years old, and the doctor gave it to me too, and everything. People don't realize you can get these tests done. If you have history in your family, like a mom or something, or a grandma, or sisters or whatever who have a cyst or had a cyst on their breast or anything, they'll give you a mammogram. At least they did then. I don't know about now, but at least my doctor did, you know, and stuff. But, I believe in going to the doctor. I don't be going like some people be going like all the daggone time every time they feel the pain, but I believe in going to get my physicals, my eyes examined, my teeth done, to the cardiologist and everything. I preach that God knows best, and when my time is up, I will be glad for the time I had on this earth. I heard that. You're right. You are right. Huh. That is true. But still, I still say you should be going to the doctor getting your yearly checkups, you know. And when men get 40 or 45 and over, they're supposed to be going to the doctor and get a prostate examination because you just never know. I got one, my ex has my other, one of my, like my second boyfriend, he has prostate cancer. He didn't go to the doctor either. Okay, and then he was trying to do the natural approach. When he did go to the doctor and they told him that he had prostate cancer, he went to a natural doctor trying to do all the natural stuff, and the crap did not work. And so now I think his cancer has you know moved on up or whatever, progressed or whatever and stuff. So I guess he's doing chemo now. I don't know and stuff, but yeah. A lot of people don't like going to the doctor. A lot of people don't go to the doctor and they wait to the last minute and then it's too late. I don't believe in that. Now, granted, I don't believe in being at the hospital and the doctors every day going a month or anything like that. I usually go once or twice a year and that's it. Because I'm pretty much healthy and I go to the cardiologist every 6 months because I have hypertension. If I did not have hypertension, I would just probably go to the cardiologist probably just once a year. I take life like a journey. Some are short and some are longer. God decide how much time you got. When your work is done, it's time to go. You're right. That's true. That is true. But God did make it he did made it where people can have the intelligence it takes to become a doctor. So I think that, a lot of times um we may make things be worse than what they could be because we don't go to the hospital. We don't go get checkups or anything like that. And I do believe that sometimes people do, I don't know, that saying may not be true. You rush your time because, God knows when you're going to die. So is it really possible for you to rush your time? Because if he knows when you're going to die, how could you actually push your time up? Right? I don't know. I don't even like thinking about all that type of stuff because you can't really understand all that. All I know is that, we feel sick or whatever the case is. I believe you should go to the doctor, and I believe everybody should have checkups. You know what I'm saying? And go get their eyes examined, and go get blood work, and get their teeth done. I just believe that people should do that because regardless, whenever you go, you still the time that you are here on Earth, you want to live it healthy and you want to feel the best that you can feel. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sickly and stuff, aching all the time, barely can see and things like that. You just want to be, you know, as healthy as you can be, you know? And if you never go to the doctor, how can you know that you're healthy? My ex, he really don't go to the doctor either, besides going to get his one time of year checkup, because he drives over the road. He's an owner operated truck driver. And the only time he goes to the doctor is when he gets yearly physical. And that's it. But you know what? A lot of men don't go to the doctor. I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of men don't really go to the doctor. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That is true. But I still believe that you can, you know, you need to live on when you hear you need to be in the best condition that you can be, and that's why God made it possible for people to have the intelligence and skills to become a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that you know you should go to the doctor, get checkups and things like this because you want to live as healthy as you can. You don't want to be all sickly and shit. Because sometimes remember this, when you don't go to the doctor, sometimes people get sick and they be sick for years until they finally die. Who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? When you die, you just want to die, not be sick, just have a peaceful, calm, relaxing death. Stop. You don't want to be sick and shit and in a car accident and stuff like that. You just want to be like go to bed. You want to be old as ever, first of all, at least 90 or 95. You want to go to sleep and die in sleep. No heart attack, no nothing. You just a peaceful sleep and just don't wake up and you just be gone. Period. That's the way I hope to go anyway. I don't want to be all sickly and stuff. Can't walk, can't move, can't see, aching all the day going time. I often wonder how do people go on, aching all the time and stuff. I don't know if I can do that because I was just saying the other day because sometimes I be looking at really old people and I see how some of them can't get around and need help. And people be doing them any kind of way, and I'm like, damn, I can't even imagine being alive if I cannot do things on my own, honestly. Because I was just thinking about that. I was like, when you get real old and you can't, because see, I be doing a lot of things to myself. So when you get old, like for really old, for real old, and you can't brush your hair like you want to, You know what I'm saying? You can't put oil on your skin or lotion on your skin like you want to. Is somebody else going to do that for you all the time? You know what I'm saying? Or what if you can't go to the bathroom or something? Somebody going to have to help you do this. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to still be living if I had to live like that, for real, for real. Because I'm just thinking people don't help you like they should. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of older people complaining about a lot of stuff. Like when I used to do Lyft, and old people would get into my car, they would tell me how their family members, were doing. I'm telling you something. I only met like maybe a couple of older people that were like 75 and 80 years old who told me that their relatives took good care of them. Everybody else was grumpy. They complained. They said their relatives didn't take care of them, and um, some said that some. I think a couple people told me their relatives didn't even visit them. And like I had met this one older lady, she was like 80 years old. She got on my nerves. Okay, so I had to stop being friends with her because she was taking advantage. Okay, and I met her, and this old lady did not have. Well, she did have a sister and some other people, but she said they were not treating her right. Even the person who would come by her house and clean up, the lady really wasn't cleaning up. There was so much dust in this lady's house and stuff, and she would take paper towels, right, and lay the paper towels all over her counters and stuff because she was like a germ. She had a germ phobia. She had a germ phobia, something like that. And she would take paper towels and stuff and lay it all over her counters. As a matter of fact, she took a bath with paper towels because she did not like using washcloths. Okay. And then she would take paper towels to clean her floors, and she couldn't barely, bend down to clean her floor and stuff. And then, like in her house, she couldn't even take the garbage out. So in one room, she had a bunch of garbage in there, right? And I wanted to call social services, but I didn't call until I really didn't because I was like, damn, if I call social services on her and tell the lady's gonna be mad, she's gonna be sad, and they probably won't take care of her good. So what I started doing, me and my daughters, we would go over her house. I would take her all her errands and stuff. I would try to help her straighten up her place. We straightened out her refrigerator because her refrigerator was nasty, and we tried to straighten it out. And then we would open up all her canned food, not her canned foods, but her food. I would open it up for her. Her little the little jars and stuff. I would open it so she can. I would like unloosen it so she can open it up because she can do it with her hands because she had like arthritis or something going on with her hands, some type of problem she had with her joints. And then we would open up her bottled waters and stuff, and her nutrition shakes so she can be able to drink them. When I wasn't there, and I would do a lot of stuff for this lady, but I had to stop because what she started doing is that she would tell me she wanted to go eat right at a restaurant, and then she would tell me to pay for it, and then when she get her check, she would pay me back. And I don't ever tell nobody, not no old person, that they have to pay me back, but what it was is that I didn't like the fact that she would always tell me, go to the bank and get out money. I'll give it back to you on the first and stuff like that. I just didn't like that. And then she just was calling me so much I could barely do my job. And then her that paper towels and stuff. And this lady was also wearing paper towels versus wearing diapers. Okay. She wouldn't wear like diapers or anything, but she said it was too expensive. So she would have me go to the store and get a bunch of paper towels, right? And she would use that inside her underwear in case she peed on herself and stuff. So I had to stop helping her because, like I said before, she was just doing too much. She was calling me consistently all the time, and her phobia of germs was a hot mess because, like, she would get in my car, you couldn't even turn on the air conditioner. You would have to leave the air conditioner off, and it would be like 100 degrees outside because she was like, if I put the air conditioner on, all the outside germs would come inside the car. She used to be tripping out and things like that. She was like getting on my nerves with all this little stuff. So I had stopped helping her, and then I used to see her in the store, but I would always dodge her. I would always hide. I would always hide, right, so she wouldn't see me or my daughters. And so, like, think last year, I decided to go by her house to see if she still lived there, to see if she was okay. But when I went there, she was gone. So I don't know if she moved or if she died or what. Hopefully she moved and stuff. Her sister probably, put her in a home because she actually really needed to be in a home because she couldn't really take care of herself. And she was bathing with paper towels and stuff. And she was like tripping out about dust and germs. And like I said before, her garbage, man, she had it in one room. Like every time we would come there, I would have my son take her garbage out. But she had a bunch of garbage in another room and stuff just stacked up. I'm surprised she didn't have any roaches. Let me think, did she? I think she had ants, but I didn't ever see any roaches and stuff. And then we tried to like spray for her and stuff like that. Let me see. Most people that can't move on is because they have regrets on things they wanted to do and never got to do in this life. You're true. You're right. That's true. I think um, if I live to be 80, I think that's good. And I think, you know, I will probably be not tripping out when it's time to move on. I really do if I live to be 80 because that's a blessing. 70 is a blessing, but definitely if you get to 80. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, I don't want to continue on being on this earth like that if I can't do things on my own or if I go blind or if I need someone else to do things for me. And this is why I definitely try to take care of myself. Okay. Because I think about the future. If I don't take care of my bladder or my hypertension or something, the things that can happen, then I have to rely on someone else taking care of me. They're not going to take care of me like I take care of myself. There is no way I'll be able to exercise. There's no way that someone else will be doing the lotion and stuff on me, giving me self massages, stretching, all this other stuff I do. There's no way a person could do all that, you know. And then my allergies and stuff, I can't use certain things. There's no way. So for me, if I can live up to at least the 80 or 85, if I'm still healthy, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be, 90 years old, barely can see, barely can move, and things like that just to be alive. No, you know, and that's why I be trying to do everything I want to do, before I get old for real. Dying is not a bad thing. It's God calling us to Him because He's deemed that we done our job on earth. That is true. That is true. Especially if you're blessed with if you're blessed to be on earth, until you're old, okay, at least 70, 75, 80, because he did promise us 70 years. So if you get a chance to live to 70 or 75 or 80, that's a blessing. I usually don't cry when people die. Only time I usually cry is like when a kid maybe die or someone young like that. But usually I don't even cry when people die. I don't really agree with certain things people do when people die. And people think I'm weird because I say that, but I just don't. I don't believe in like when people go to funerals, I don't really even attend funerals because it's not that I don't believe in funerals. It's just that I don't believe in what some people do at funerals. I don't believe in going to a funeral and then when you leave a funeral, you go and drink and get drunk, and some people even be fighting and just acting like a complete nutcase. I don't believe in doing all that. If you go to a funeral, you go there to really pay respect to the person who just died. You know what I'm saying, and to celebrate their life. Okay, point blank. Um, all this other stuff that people do at funerals and after the funeral, I just don't agree with. All that drinking and you got to do this, you got to do that. I don't believe all that. I don't believe in all of that like some people do. That's like, when I die, it's just simple for me. I'm probably not even going to have a funeral. You know what I'm saying? No funeral. I don't even want my kids coming to no funeral because I don't want them crying or anything else. Okay? I really don't. They should be celebrating, especially if I live past 70. They really should be. You don't need to cry or anything else. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know I won't know, but I'm just saying I just feel better if there's no funeral. It don't even really have to be a wake. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Okay, I don't really. They can just keep their money. My life insurance, they can just keep it. Honestly, because to me, I won't be around. I won't know. I'm gone. So therefore, what's the point? I believe in celebrating people when they are alive. All these flowers at funerals, no. Give me flowers before I die. Okay? All this I love you, say that before I die. Once you die, you cannot hear. You don't hear these people. You don't hear them. You're not talking to them anymore or anything else. So what's the point? You know, I believe in doing stuff before people die. Everybody always want to do stuff after someone dies when they should have been doing it before they died. Point blank. And that's why a lot of people cry at funerals because they be feeling guilty. Okay. And then they start crying about it and stuff. So for me, I don't really cry at funerals. Like when my grandma died in 2000 and I saw my mom cry because it's her mom, it was basically almost making me cry because it was sad. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like crying, like some people do know and stuff, even when my mom almost died. I mean, I cried just a little, but not like some people do, because I look at death a little different than other people, and I don't look at it the same way. Even when I lost my baby, um, actually, it was the nurse who made me start crying because I wouldn't have never started crying and stuff. Um, and when I lost my baby in 2006, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't even really want to. I didn't even want to tell nobody besides my ex. He knew, of course, but I didn't tell nobody else because I don't like it when people feel sorry for me. I just like to keep stuff to myself. I don't like it when people feel sorry and they start crying and they make me start crying and stuff and everything. So certain things I just keep to myself. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, when I lost my baby, I kept it to myself. The only person knew is my ex. That's it. And when I went in there, my baby died when I was inside my stomach. Obviously, when I went to the doctor, my OB was like, she didn't hear a heartbeat and stuff. And my ex was on at work. I told him he can stay at work, and I'll handle everything. And so when I went and got the procedure done, when the baby died and stuff, they did it right before. I think they did it right before Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, which was a hot mess. And I heard the nurses talking about that, saying they should have scheduled, that right before the holidays and stuff. And that was the only time I kind of cried then because the nurse was in there kind of crying and stuff. But other than that, that was it. And then they asked me did I want to bury my baby and stuff, and I told her no. Me and my husband decided to just go ahead and do it with all the other babies who died, and they did everything together, and they gave me the babies paperwork and stuff, and that was it and stuff. And I didn't cry for days and nights and stuff like that because I figured that I would see my baby later on. You know what I'm saying? And my baby would always be within my mind and heart. Period. And then like a year later, that's when I had my son. And so yeah. So when people be talking about they lost kids and they be talking about you don't understand, they don't be really knowing that I actually do because I lost my baby. Because I carried my baby for I think it was 4 months. I can't remember, 4 or 5 months, something like that. Maybe 4 months. And that's when they told me, as a matter of fact, I was going to sue the doctor because I'm like, you should have known, okay, that the baby heartbeat has stopped. But it's very hard to sue a doctor, you know? And at that time, I was smart, but I wasn't as smart as I am now. Because if that would have happened today, she would have got herself sued. And I'm going to tell you the straight up truth and everything. And then I think it was, you know what? This was around the time when that peanut butter thing was going on, where the peanut butter was um, causing people to get sick or whatever the case is. And I had, I was eating peanut butter a lot, just like I eat peanut butter now. And I actually think that peanut butter is what killed my baby and stuff. But I couldn't prove it. If I would have known, though, yeah, if she would have known that the heartbeat had stopped a long time ago, then I probably could have proved that and stuff. So yeah, I was kind of pissed at the doctor that I had. And ever since then, I was like, I'm never ever going back to the hospital again, that clinic or anything else. There's certain people I do not want to be my doctor and stuff. I like to think that babies was so special that God called it to heaven right away, and that you would see a baby get in heaven. Yeah, and that's exactly what I think. That's exactly what I just said. And so that's why I wasn't going to sit there and be crying for weeks to come, years to come, days to come. I just wasn't. Every now and then, if I talk about that baby, I may sound a little sad or almost cry, or maybe one time I have cried or something like that, but not like no continuously thing that I would just keep on doing it and stuff like that, because I don't believe in all that. Okay. I believe in maintaining strength. Okay. I'm going to be perfectly honest and stuff. And I believe in, you can share, you can express your emotions, but I don't believe in just continuously doing it because it drain you. And a lot of women do that when they lose their baby. And I was like, I refuse to let that happen and stuff. And then, like I said, a year later is when I had my son, who he is now 14 years old. So if the baby would have been alive, the baby I think would be 15 or either 16. I think 16. Yeah. So, well, that was a trip. But yeah, I do think that what you just said there, that I'll see my baby again in heaven. I always wonder if it was a boy or girl. I told them don't tell me when I lost him, but I always say him. So I don't know for sure, but yep, I'll see him one day, again and stuff. But like I said, I don't look at death the same way that other people. It's just like with my mom. My mom is still alive, and let's see, my mom is 77. She'll be 78 years old in January, right? And I put in my mind now that one day my mom is going to die. So therefore, if she do die before I die, I won't be tripping out like my sister. She might trip out, but I won't. Of course, I'll probably cry a little bit, but I'm not going to be tripping, you know, because I know that eventually she is going to die. And she is definitely blessed because she is almost 78 years old. And I just hope that I live to be that age and be in her condition, because my mom is doing very well. She don't even look 70 some years old. She look younger. She take care of herself. She does everything on her own. She lives by herself. She still drives. She's still um, doing the most and everything else. So she's doing real good. And she's mean as ever. She has always been mean and strict and all that stuff and all that. But she's not as mean as she used to be. But she's blessed because she's outlived a lot of her siblings. You know, all her brothers she outlived, and one or two of her sisters and stuff. So that's a blessing. 78 years old. She'll be 78 in January and stuff. So that's really a blessing. And I just hope to be able to be healthy like she is, you know. And I should be, even more so, because I never smoked for anything. But sometimes that don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I still think people shouldn't be smoking and doing drugs and abusing alcohol, because I do honestly believe doing all those things will lessen your years or make them more harder to live, because you can have so many health conditions from abusing alcohol, drugs, smoking cigarettes, and things like that. I had made up in my mind a long time ago that I wasn't going to be getting drunk or drinking or doing drugs or getting high or anything, because I don't need other things to mess up my health. I just don't need other things to mess up my health. People always say you got to die with something. Okay, yeah, true, but that does not mean that I'm trying to die with something. I just want to die from old age. I don't want to be sickly, okay, walking around here, can't breathe because I got emphysema or COPD or some other stuff because I was smoking cigarettes or even smoking marijuana. Because contrary to what they say, marijuana is so safe and stuff. I can give you a couple examples where I know people who smoked all the time and they were coughing up blood. Like one in particular is one of my friends. He was smoking marijuana so much. I mean, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, he was getting on my nerves smoking it so much. Okay, he claimed it was so healthy. It comes from the ground and all this stuff. And this dude started coughing up blood, and his chest was hurting. Okay, and I used to always tell him to stop smoking. So when he started coughing up that blood and stuff, he finally decided to stop smoking marijuana. And guess what? That was 3 years ago or 4 years ago when he was coughing up blood and when he was smoking all the time. He stopped smoking and he has not coughed up blood or anything or had chest pain since. So all this stuff about marijuana and all this stuff being so safe, it may be somewhat safe if you don't abuse it. But I don't believe it's 100% safe. I just don't. Okay. Every time I meet someone who smokes marijuana, all they do is cough. You cannot tell me it's so healthy if you're coughing like that. That is not natural. And they don't have a cough like this. They have one of those those type of coughs. Who I mean, just I just did a cough like that. I did it a different way so I wouldn't hurt my throat. When they cough, they're not doing it like that. They're not doing a controlled cough. They're coughing naturally. And so therefore when they're coughing all hard and intense, I'm pretty sure it's hurting their throat. And why are you coughing like this? That's a smoker's cough. A lot of people who smoke cigarettes cough like that as well. You know, so I don't believe marijuana is 100% safe. Okay, and so that's why I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like alcohol. I mean, drinking socially is one thing, but abusing it, being drunk every single day of the week, how is that happiness? First of all, your mind is cluttered. You cannot think um, properly or anything. Right, moderation. Um, it depends. Okay, um, it depends on what you do to have fun. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't even socially drink. I don't do drugs, and I still have fun. Okay, so it just depends on what you consider fun and how do you engage in fun activities. I mean, I be high for myself. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I mean, sometimes I probably be acting like I'm high, but I'm not high. I'm just high for myself. So even though I don't smoke to get high or drink to get drunk, I still be the life of the party. Okay, for real, for real. And I still be tripping out and stuff. And if I want to act high, I can just go take an allergy pill and I'll be high as hell, okay? And be tripping out and everything. I'm not going to be out here, doing the most. I don't even take allergy pills all the time. I just take them at nighttime, you know, because it helps you sleep good. And then I have allergies, but I try to like skip days and stuff like that and everything. But moderation is good if that's what it's if you keep everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you don't need to do in moderation because it's just not good for you, like drugs. Like pills and things like this, all this other stuff people do. You know, marijuana in moderation may be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because some people use it for medical reasons, so it may be okay. It's when people abuse marijuana. Same thing with alcohol. In moderation, it could be okay, but if you abuse it, getting drunk and effed up every single day of the week and every hour of the day, then that's where the problem comes in at. Let's see what you said right here. Yeah, you're right. That is true. I agree with that. Dying is not the end. God has a plan, and no matter what we do, we can't differ from that plan. That's true. You're right. I've known many who smoked and drink, and they live longer than people who were careful. You're right, because you know what? I just told you my mom is 78, right? She'll be 78. She used to smoke and drink. She's 77, going on 78. Now she did develop um, emphysema, but it's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's do this one. My father never drank or smoked and still left when he was 54 from brain cancer, and had uncle who drank and smoked and left. Yeah, sometimes it happens like that. Um, but the thing about it is that when it comes to cancers, certain type of cancers, your body can just be more prone to developing certain type of cancers. Now, some cancers come from foods we eat, from things we put in our body, from the air we breathe outside. So some things are just, we just can't control, like the air we breathe and stuff like that. And if we are more prone to cancer because of our genes, some of those things like that we can't really control. But smoking, which can lead to cancer, we can control that. Drinking, which can lead to or cause cancers in different areas of your body, we can kind of control that. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I don't think when people go to the doctor and stuff and take care of themselves, I don't think people are trying to change God's plan. Because who's to say that going to the doctor and taking care of yourself is not in God's plan? You know what I'm saying? If He did not want us to go to the doctor, like I said before, He wouldn't have made people smart enough to become doctors. He wouldn't have given us the tools that we need to be doctors. He wouldn't give us natural things that we can take to deter deter things from happening to us medically. There's so many natural plants that you can eat and stuff to stop certain things from happening. He wouldn't have given us that if He didn't want us to be healthy. Because I don't actually think it was in His plan. Well, I know it wasn't in His plans for us to be sickly. You know, we became we got into that situation because of what Adam and Eve did. If let's see what you said. Well, but thinking that going to the doctor is not part of God's plan. Um, why would you say that though? Because if He gave man the capability of learning about the human body, anatomy, and all that, and learning how to heal, why would you say it's not part of God's plan? I don't think if someone is sick, I don't think God wants you. Well, you're supposed to have faith in Him. I know that for sure. But a part of faith too is going to the doctor, you know, and getting proper care. And the faith comes into play when you believe that that care will make you better. Because why would He want you not to go to the doctor? I mean, yeah, God can heal everything and anything, but that's why I don't like really talk about stuff like this because um, it's hard to explain. Honestly, you can't really understand how God does stuff anyway. So I don't really try a lot of times. But for real, if He did not want us to go to the doctor when we get sick, for real, why do you think He gave some of us the intelligence to be a doctor? Because He give you that intelligence so you can help people, help them to stay healthy. And just because you keep, even though just because somebody can help you stay healthy, it doesn't mean that you're changing God's plan. Okay, you're still gonna die when it's your time. However, while you're here on earth, you want to feel good as long as you can. You don't want to be all sickly and stuff. Because see, if you don't ever go to the doctor, right, and say God say God's plan is for you to live to be 80, okay? He don't want you to live to be 80 and be sickly, because you can still be alive and have all types of ailments, right? and be sickly because you refuse to go to the doctor. I think he do want you to go to the doctor and take care of yourself, okay? Because he knows when you're going to die. You're going to die regardless. But that doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself until that time comes. It doesn't mean that. Let's see what you said. Well, could be. You're right on that. That could be. That could be. It might be. It might be. Could be. But I still say he put doctors there for a reason. He gave people intelligence to become doctors for a reason. Okay, it's just like, let's another example. It may not be a good example, but I'm still using it. It's just like preachers. God gave certain people, not now all people who become preachers are not of God, okay, or from God. That's not a blessing from him, okay? But I'm talking about the people who are actually blessed with that ability from God, okay? So God bless some people with the ability to become preachers, right? With the gift of being a preacher. Yeah, we can stay at home and read the Bible, and we can even watch preachers on TV or whatever the case is. However, he put people in that position to be able to interpretate the word and to tell others about the word in a certain manner to, help them understand more and be more willing to come closer to God. Okay. No, they don't have to do this because because God already knows what's going to happen, right? But does that mean that because we know God knows what's going to happen, does that mean that we don't go to church or seek out a preacher that really believes in God to get or to obtain additional knowledge or a better understanding of the Bible? No, I think he put, let's see, God knows the reasons why you were put on this earth. It might be short, it may be long, no matter what you do. True, I agree. But I also think that God put other people here on earth to assist you while you are here on earth, to help you to live better, to be better, to acquire knowledge, you know, while you're here, because no man knows the time you're going to die except God. Okay, but he did give people the intelligence to keep you healthy while you are here on earth until you die. And no, that person can't change the plan that God has for you. But if we thought like that, what's the point of going to school? What's the point of doing anything? That's true. It doesn't. Um, but the thing is that what I'm saying is that whatever years you're blessed to be here on earth, I still honestly believe that God wants you to take care of yourself. Okay, I really do. I don't think He ever wanted us to be sick or anything, and that just comes from the sins. You know what I'm saying? And the first sin that was done. That's why we go through all this stuff. That's why we have pain. That's why we have sickness and death and everything else. Okay. However, however, regardless of the sins that were committed, okay, I think God put doctors here on earth, gave people the intelligence to become a doctor for a purpose, just like the intelligence He gave certain people to become preachers for a purpose, or anything else that people do to help mankind. Okay, I don't think He wants you to sit around and be sick. I just don't. That's why He tells you not to eat certain meats. That's why He says to eat certain foods. That's why He have all those different commandments and rules in the Bible. Okay, point blank. And the health rules that He have in the Bible about eating certain foods, if you really think about it, certain foods He was telling us not to eat are some of the main reasons why people do be sick, because some of the unclean foods causes a lot of different disease. That's why he did say, eat fruits and stuff like that, because fruit itself is very beneficial for the body. It's very healthy versus eating red meats, certain red meats and things like that, you know, pork and all the other stuff that people can eat. So I do think he wants us to be the best that we can be in regards to our health. That's why it's not good to intoxicate yourself with drugs, alcohol, um, overindulging in foods, um, having sex before marriage. It's reasons why he tells us not to do certain things. Because when you think about health wise, like fornication, for example, okay, he tell you not to fornicate, right? And when I think about it, because we have all fornicated, okay, when I think about it, I know why he say do not fornicate it. Because not only is he telling you to save your body, for the right person, when you get married in a marriage, he's also protecting you from all the troubles and things like that that can arise from, having sex with people and things like that, plus disease, you know, and a bunch of other stuff when you think about it, when you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that he's protecting you from when he tell you to abstain from sex until you get married. Now, granted, some people gonna say, well, you can get married and you can meet somebody, marry him or her, and they can still get you a disease. True enough, if the person is not grounded. But we're not talking about an ungrounded person. We're talking about a person that's supposed to be like you, equally yoked, have your same beliefs and things like that. Let's see what else you said. I believe God wanted us to be good and help each other. Living as long as we can was never a thing. Yeah, I think that's true. Um, he did promise us 70 years. Okay. Um, in biblical days, they live longer. Um, but I definitely know he wants us to be good and help each other, and definitely to live according to his will, and following these commandments and things like that. And amen to that. Once you get to be over 50 and 60, you realize that you've done the most you can have done on this earth. You think so? You honestly believe this? At 50, you think you have done the most that you have done on this earth? I don't really agree with that 100%, because you got some people who are 50 and 60 that go back to college, or go to college and do a degree. You got people who travel, something they have never done before. For me, I don't 100% agree with that right there. Um, I think when you get 50 years old, you have lived, actually, when you get 35, you have lived half of your life, because you were only promised 70 years, So at 35, you actually live half of your life. Okay. But once someone gets 50 to 60, I think some people do think they have done the most that they can do on this earth. But I think some people don't think that. Okay. I think, like for me, I think that I still have more to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't done everything that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's very important for me to take care of myself, to maintain health, have a healthy mind, body, spirit, and everything. Because I think that at 50 years old, you can still do things. Okay. I don't believe man's interpretation of aging either. Okay, I believe you can still do things. Okay, now of course when you're 70, 80, it's another story, but 50, even at 60, you can still do things. Like I said, some people have spent years taking care of their families or whatever the case is, working. So at 45 or 50 or 55 years old, they may want to go back and get a degree or get another degree, or they want to travel, or they want to write a book or whatever. So I think it depends on the actual person if if they think that they have done the most that they can do by a certain age. Some people go and sell one house and go buy another house. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that depends on the person. Let me see what else you said. Which is why people in the old days used to aspire when they were, well, not just because they didn't think that they could not, they didn't have no more purpose or they did everything they can do. They aspired when they were in their 40s because in the olden days, they weren't taking care of themselves like they should. Okay. Point blank, they weren't. When I look at movies and stuff and see people and they be like 40 years old, some of these people look like they were 50 and 60 years old. And they act like they was 50 or 60 or 70 years old, the way they was acting and stuff. 40 is not even old. It's middle age, but it's not even old. When you start getting 65, then you can start saying you're old, okay? Because technically middle age is from 40 years old, from 40, I think it's 40 or either 42. Actually, let me look that up, to 62 or 65. That's middle age. Let me look that up and see, because I always forget. Let's see. Let me see. When does middle age start? Let's see. Let's see, y'all. So middle age starts at like, well, yeah, I said 42. It's actually 40 to 60, okay, or 40 to 65, okay. So that's middle age. So a lot of people are still, you know, doing stuff. And back in olden days, when people were in their 40s, that's because a lot of people didn't take care of themselves, and then plus they playing into that same cycle of when you get 40, you're over the hill, you're old, you don't got nothing else to do, you can hang it up. Today, we have improvements in everything. People are taking care of themselves better. People are exercising more. People are thinking more positive. People are realizing that they can go back to school in their 40s or 50s. They can go buy a house. If they choose to, they can start traveling because their kids are grown. They can do a lot of stuff. Some people even get married when they're 40 or 50. So I think it depends on the individual person. I really do. See. Let's see. Well, I think I don't know. I don't know 100% if that's 100% true. I think I don't know. It just depends because, like, I think like if somebody, I think some people feel like they should have more time to do stuff here on Earth. That's why some people feel like I don't want to die. And then plus people are scared because no one, you never experienced death before, right? And so therefore you're gonna be scared. Even when people say they don't be scared, I still think that when it's time to die, people start being scared. It's different phases you go through when you're about to die. Okay, especially if you know you're about to die. So I think people actually um, be scared at first, and then when they realize they can't do anything about it, then they start to accept the fact that they're going to die. A lot of cancer patients do this, or people who are in hospice care, they do that. You know what I'm saying? And then when people start getting really old, like at 80 and stuff, even in the 70s, a lot of people start thinking about death more. And then they start accepting the reality that they're going to die, you know. And then some people do regret the choices they made in life or the things that they didn't get a chance to do, and blase blase, you know. But a lot of people just don't want to die yet. It's okay to die. It's just society makes us afraid and make the material world important. There's more to life, and it doesn't end after death. I agree. I agree with you and stuff. And a lot of people are afraid of death because, again, they don't know what to really expect. Okay. And then you got to realize this too. A lot of people sit up online on YouTube and everywhere else they go, and they be doing and saying the most. One thing I hear people always say is that they don't believe in God. That's the first thing. Secondly, there's no heaven, there's no hell. Then some people say they're not saved. Some people don't think you're supposed to be saved. It's just so much. You know what I'm saying? And so when they actually are getting confronted with death, they start regretting certain things. And if they don't be saved before they die, we know what's going to happen afterwards. Okay, point blank, because you have to be saved. You have to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. Believe that He died on the cross for your sins. Believe He was resurrected from the dead. Accept it in your heart. Believe it in your accept it and believe it in your heart and confess it with your mouth. Okay, point blank. And a lot of people don't believe that. They believe that they are going to heaven because they did good works, or because they were nice to people, or because they are good, or because they don't smoke, drink, and do drugs, or whatever else the case. But that's not it, because you got people who smoke, drink, and do all of that. But if they get saved and really mean it in their heart and confess it with their mouth, they're going to go to heaven, point blank. And it's not what people believe in regards to, they have to believe in God. I'm saying when people say, I don't believe there is a heaven, I don't believe there's a hell, I don't believe there's a God, or whatever the case is. It doesn't matter if they believe that or not, because the thing is that if they are not doing the things they need to do, hell is going to be their final destination, whether they believe it or not, point blank. Oh, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. Um, I don't want to die right now, because I have my kids to finish helping and things like that. Okay, so we're around the same age, okay? I don't want to die right now or anything. But I mean, if I die right now, then I just die, because I don't control that. But I'm just saying, I hope not to die right now. I hope to live, to be at least, 70, and hopefully past that if I'm still healthy. Um, but of course, if my time comes, there's nothing I can do. And I am definitely going to go. I hope I can go in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope it be a peaceful transition, death. That's what I'm saying. Nothing violent, no crazy stuff, nothing like that and stuff. Because I have done a lot of stuff. I wrote a book. I co-wrote a book with my daughters. I have lived in some places that I wanted to live in. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in here in Cali. I lived in Texas. I have done a lot of stuff. Had my own singing group. I did a lot of stuff. Had some not beautiful kids that's really doing good in life. Um, all of them are grown, with the exception to one. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Had a good marriage. Maybe shouldn't be getting a divorce, because I know God speaks frowns upon a divorce. I know that, but that's just something I want. Um, I still say the marriage was good. It's just that certain things I just can't do anymore. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Um, but as far as when I say good, when it comes to my marriage, I'm saying good because neither one of us cheated. No domestic violence. We was both respectful to each other. Um, he didn't drink. He still don't drink. He doesn't smoke. I don't smoke. No drugs. He doesn't do any drugs. All of that was perfect. It's just the finances. That was the problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I couldn't take no more. But overall, we got along good and everything, you know. Um, so I had the house and all that stuff, and was a stay-at-home mom, worked as well, got a chance to stay at home, for all those years with my kids and raise them, got a chance to homeschool. So it's a lot of stuff I got a chance to do. But still, if God gives me the ability, there's a lot more that I want to do before I actually, you know, move on, you know. But, like you said, some people are only here for a short time, while some are here longer. It just all depends on God's plans. But I do think while you're here, you should be taking care of yourself. You should be going to the doctor, getting examinations and things like that. I do believe in that 100%. You see what you said. Yeah, I agree. True to your heart, and that's the most important thing. Being true to yourself. Um, I don't know who this is right here, but anyway, like I was saying, you have to be true, true within, and this is something that I always talk about on my channel when I tell people they need to be happy within. That's what I be trying to tell people when they try to hide behind things and pretend like they're happy when they really aren't happy. And this is why a lot of people be depressed and end up trying to kill themselves or kill themselves, because you have to be happy within. Okay. And when you're happy within, you will know it. Okay. Because I remember when I wasn't happy within, um, and people didn't know that I wasn't happy within, but I knew that I wasn't happy within. I'm happy within now. That's why I can be by myself and still be happy. That's why I don't need no one to make me happy. Okay? Even when I'm by myself, I am happy, regardless. Okay? No man, kids, or nothing makes me happy like I make myself, point blank. And I am glad that I am like this. Okay? Because when I was younger, like 16, and all that stuff I was going through, because I wasn't happy within. This is why I try to do the things that I did, because I wasn't happy within. And it took me up until I reached, I think, the age of 28. And that's when I started being a little bit more happier within. But I didn't really get happy within until I got in my 40s. And that's when I realized who I was, what my worth was, and how to be happy within, point blank. And that's what it's all about. Let me see what this person is talking about. I think most important is self control. I agree. I definitely agree with you. Self control and self regulation, and you are so true on that. Right. When you lose control over yourself, okay, um, a lot of people are depressed because they don't have no control, and they use drugs and alcohol to try to suppress stuff. In reality, it's not doing anything. It's just masking the problem, and it just shows that you really don't have no type of control. Because if you have control, you would need alcohol or drugs to help you through issues. Okay, you have to find ways to deal with issues and handle them. That's right. Happiness comes from within. Um, that's why I say you have to be happy within. Because if you're not happy on the inside, you're not going to be happy on the outside, for real, for real. I mean, you can pretend like you're happy, but you're not going to be happy. Right on. You have to love yourself before you love others. And a lot of people do not love themselves. And you know what? I'm going to keep it real with you. When people abuse drugs and alcohol and other things, even food, I don't really think they love themselves. Even when women and men get partners who abuse them and neglect them, they don't love themselves on the inside. Because if you love yourself on the inside, how can you subject yourself to be with someone who hits you or berates you or cheats on you? How can you even subject yourself to this? See, this is why I have a hard time with dating, because I cannot accept a dude that wants to disrespect me, talk to me any kind of way, or cheat, um, hit me, or do anything that's crazy like that. I cannot accept that, because I do love myself, and I love myself so much that I'd rather be alone and just alone than deal with someone who's going to be all those do those things that I just said. I just don't understand why anybody allows these people to be in their life. I just don't understand that. And then they claim they love themselves. You can't love yourself. You can't. Just like you cannot love yourself if you're trying to kill yourself. If you love yourself, why would you be trying to hurt yourself? Even if you thought about killing yourself, if you love yourself, your inner self is going to tell you not to do it. And I know what I'm talking about because your inner self will tell you not to do certain things if you truly love yourself, point blank. And a lot of people don't realize this. They just don't love themselves. Right. I agree with you. That's right. To a path of total darknesses. And if you have people like friends and your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, if they are encouraging this type of behavior, they are not your true friends. Okay? If you have a man or a woman in your life or a friend who is telling you it's okay to get drunk or to abuse drugs or alcohol or overeat or anything like that, these people are not really good for you. Point blank. Especially if it's like a significant other, like a husband, wife, or boyfriend or girlfriend. How can they claim to love you if they are sitting here letting you kill yourself? That's crazy. And I think they need to stop promoting that mess in movies too. Okay, because all they doing is encouraging other people to drink, to do drugs, and it's cool and all this other stuff. They need to stop doing that. It's a lot of things that they need to stop encouraging on TV. Okay, a lot of things they need to stop encouraging. It's hard to open up as you get older because you got more experience with bad relationships, but that can be a bad thing. Yeah, it is hard to open up. Okay, you're right. But I have always been kind of reserved. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, even when I was younger. Um, because I have seen a lot of people go through, especially my mom and stepdad. I seen them go through a lot of stuff. And so I have always found it very hard to open up to people or to trust people completely because so much stuff I have seen and witnessed is just hard to trust somebody. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I can never trust anyone 100%. I can never, not even 90%, not even 80%, maybe 75, maybe. And they really have to really impress me for real, in order for me to trust them. Because people are very, at least some people are very deceitful, okay? And they will do the most to try to get you. And then when they get you, then they just do not know how to keep you, okay? And then they also, people do this. When they first meet you, they put on a mask, right? They pretend to be something, right? And then after they get you and you get all comfortable with them, then they let the real person come out. That's why I firmly believe that you should get to know a person at least 6 months before you start talking about getting married to them and whatever else. Okay, because usually the real person will start coming out, will come out completely by 6 months to a year. That's when that real person will come out. Before that, people are still hiding, people are still faking. You're not seeing the true person. Okay, yeah, that's true. It can keep you away from opportunity if you really meet a really good person, you know. But I think if you are really talking to a good person and you can really feel it deep down inside, I think you would know when to open up. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, my intuition leads me. And a lot of times that's God speaking to me. And so therefore I listen to that. And I'm gonna tell you something straight up. It'd be right all the time. Okay. So for me, I listen to that. Okay. And then I go from there. Because I know firsthand you cannot open up with everybody you meet just because something look good or sound good. Because there are a lot of people out here that are nothing but fake people. They're imposters. Okay. A lot. That's men and women of all different race. And I have met a lot of these type of people that are very fake and they say one thing and do something totally different. And you know, as a woman, this is why I don't talk to guys based on how much money they got. When I meet a dude, the first thing I see is their looks. Let's keep it real. Just like when they see me, they look at the looks. Well, I look at the same thing. When I first see a guy, I'm looking at his looks. I'm looking at how he combed his hair. I'm looking at his nails, his teeth, his lips, his skin, his body proportion. I'm looking at everything, okay? And then the next thing that I see is how he communicates with me, okay? I'm looking at that, okay? And then after I look at that, then I'm looking at the fact what he's saying to me, So um, I don't care about that money because if those teeth are not right and that skin is not right and those nails are not right, clean and stuff like that, and that's communication is not good, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I don't care about his money. Now, granted, I don't want to bomb, but at the same time, I'm not looking at somebody's money because it's not mine. Yeah, you're right. A lot of nice guys are getting rejected. Um, well, that's why I say you can't be looking at people because of their money. Now, when I say looks, I'm not saying that somebody has to be drop dead gorgeous, fine as ever. What I'm saying when I say looks, I'm saying that his hair is neatly combed, groomed, his teeth is taken care of, his skin is taken care of. His proportion is cool. He's not like underweight or overweight. He's just taking care of himself. It's just whatever you're looking for. You know, um, he don't have to be drop dead gorgeous. He could just be a basic dude. If he know how to act, okay, and he, like I said, he taking care of himself. He know how to act. He can communicate good. He's working. Um, he's taking care of his responsibilities. He's honest, dedicated, respectful, believe in God, not abusing alcohol. No, if he don't do drugs, and preferably no smoking, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? And of course, no gambling problems and stuff like that. But then he's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't, he does not have to be like drop dead gorgeous. He can just be basic. I have talked to basic dudes. Basic. And then I have talked to guys that look really good. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I won't be doing that ever again. Let me stop. For real, I won't be doing that ever again because the one boyfriend that I did have that was really, really nice looking. Now he treated me good, but his little butt was a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? He was a hot mess and stuff. So um, that's gonna be a no-no. So I'm never gonna talk to a dude that looks really, really good because they be doing the most and stuff. But at the same time, I don't want an unattractive dude either. You know, just like men. Just like men when they be looking for women, they want a certain type of woman. Well, I think women should have a preference too. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe that. And you're right. A lot of nice guys are getting rejected because a lot of women all they look at is money, and that's why they get these weirdos with money who don't know how to act. That be tripping out. I don't look at money, okay, and I don't give a crap how somebody put it in words about money. Money is not everything. Of course, you want somebody who is responsible financially and got their stuff together. Okay, but you should have your stuff together as well. You know what I'm saying? You should be financially responsible. Shit, both people should be. Because when you get together with somebody, it should be teamwork. You should be working together so you can have more, so you can be happier. Now, if he happened to be rich and he has all the other attributes and everything you're looking for, that's just a plus. Just like if she happens to be rich, but she has everything else to go with it, then that's a plus. That's what everybody always says. That's so funny. Um, Prince Charming. I wish I could find him Prince Charming. Man, I would be. Ooh, I'd be like, what? But yeah, and yeah, not really Prince Charming. I just want somebody who's similar to me. Okay, I don't want a dude that don't take care of himself. Okay, I don't want a dude that be drinking and shit and doing drugs and shit. He can socially drink because I'm kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Everybody I meet always drinks socially. I just don't drink at all, you know what I'm saying? And everybody just can't be like that. So he can drink socially, okay? I may even drink a little wine cooler or something, a little sip because I don't even. Even when I go get wine, like if I'm out eating and they give us wine, because they be laughing every time they give us wine, because the wine stays in my glass. I just drink a little sip and it just be still there. But if I meet a guy, he socially drinks, it's okay as long as he's not abusing alcohol, okay? Because I do not want a drunk. Drunks don't know how to control themselves. They talk too darn much and they do too much. They laugh too much. Some of them just be acting crazy. Some of them like to fight, be violent. Some just be doing the most. Okay, then they stink, and then they get sick and throw up. I don't got time for all that. And then health problems and stuff. I don't got time for all that. Do that with some other woman. Okay, and so therefore I don't want a drunk. I don't want someone who is abusing um, drugs, taking drugs. Period. Okay. The marijuana thing, I cannot stand the smell of marijuana. That's the first thing, especially the other type. That shit smells like a daggone skunk, a dead skunk. I cannot stand that smell. So if I meet a dude, he smoke marijuana, as long as he's doing it casually, but not around me, it may be cool, but I don't like it because I remember my ex used to do marijuana first, and then it went up to something else. It went to cocaine and then crack and then all types of stuff, heroin and all this other stuff. I am not going through that. So that's why I prefer not to talk to someone doing any type of drugs. But if he must do a little marijuana because it's medically or something like that or whatever, just don't do it around me, point blank. I really prefer a dude who don't be smoking marijuana, if you want to know the truth, or any other type of drugs. Let me see. There's a bunch of nice guys out there, but no women are going for them unless it's a money thing. Um, if I found a nice guy, even if he wasn't rich, I would talk to him. If he fits every other thing, if he has everything else that I'm looking for, and he talks to me, I would talk to him back, point blank. It's I don't care about as long as he take care of his responsibilities and has a job and has things in order. It's cool. He don't have to be rich. I'm out here in Cali. It's a lot of rich men out here, but he does not have to be rich. I have turned down a lot of people showing me their money out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. I know my daughters then was laughing at me. I think that was last year because this dude, I guess he was trying to talk to me. Man, I don't try to talk to nobody. And you could tell he was rich. You can look at his clothing, everything else he was doing, but I did not care. You know what? I don't even remember what the guy looked like. I really don't, cause I did not care. The dude spoke to me. I said hi back and turned around. Simple as that. I did not care. Until this day, they be laughing because they say you always talking about you want a man with some money, and this dude right here was rich as ever. And you wouldn't even talk to him. You just turned around and looked the other way, and I sure did because I saw something else in him that I just was not, going to be getting with. Okay. So, like I said, I go by my intuition. And my intuition told me not to even waste my time. And that's exactly what I didn't. I didn't waste my time. I sure do. And yeah, and guys do have their checklist list. And you know what? And that's good. You should have a checklist. A guy should be looking for a woman who does not abuse drugs. That's a woman who does not do oh, actually, a woman who does not do drugs and abuse alcohol. That's what he should be looking for. He should be looking for a respectful, dedicated, monogamous, um, financially stable woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should be looking for too. It goes both ways. Oh, too bad. Too bad, huh? Well, you know what? I am legally separated pending divorce. Okay. So, there you go. But how long you been married? And you know what? Your wife got a good man. That's good. That is good. Your wife has a good man. So that's good. That's funny. You tripped me out when you said that though. That's funny. You're off the table. 16 years? Okay, that's good. Let me see. I got married. I met my ex in 1997. You know what? We actually met on a dating website, okay? And then we met in person in 1998 and we got married in 2000. And so I guess the divorce will be finalized next year sometime. So 2000, 2010, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we've been married for 23 years. It'll be 23 years. Actually, it'll be 22 because by 23 years we will be divorced. But it'll be 22 years, okay? And we've been together. Let's see, we was together since 1998 officially. So that's a long time. That's why when I met this other particular dude, and he was wondering why come I couldn't rush and get a divorce. He did not realize because I've been with my ex so long, it's not easy getting a divorce like people think. You know, I've been legally separated for a couple of years, but still, that's a long process. You don't just go and just divorce a person, especially a person you've been with so long because my ex is not just only my he wasn't just only my husband, he was like, my best friend. We are still friends. If people didn't know it, they would think we still together, okay? Because we still get along and everything. And when he comes here to Cali, we go out and do stuff with the girls and with our son together like a family. We're just not together, point blank. Too bad you're not single, because we probably would get along good. This is funny. I heard that. She does own you, and you own her. When you get married, y'all own each other. Okay? Y'all own each other. Yep. When you get married. And that's good. Congratulations on 16 years. That's beautiful. You know, I was hoping that I would never have to get a divorce, but I don't believe in staying with someone if you're not truly happy. Okay? Point blank. And I believe that you should be happy. I know a lot of people be like, don't get a divorce, just stay with your husband. Y'all been together so long, what's the point? At one time, I did think about that. I was like, okay, I'll just stay married. But I don't want to wake up, when I'm old for real, right? And be like, damn, did I waste up years and then I'd be unhappy? I just don't want to do that. I really want to find someone that I'm pretty much happy with. And I definitely want him to find someone that he's really happy with as well, you know? And we'll still stay friends. Like I said, we have a good relationship because we were friends before we became anything else. And that's very important. You should be friends first because even if you do separate or divorce, you're going to still be friends. You know what I'm saying? You're going to still be friends in the future and stuff. And so we are still friends. And like the other guy that I used to talk that I met, he didn't, I don't think he really understood that. He thought, I don't know what he thought. And I told him, my ex knows about you. I told him when I met you. I told him about you. As a matter of fact, he was telling me how to be nice and stuff because I can be mean at times. You know what I'm saying? And like when you be with one person so long and you're so used to talking to each other in a certain type of way, when you meet someone else, you still talk that way, and that person may not be able to, handle the way you talk. And so my ex was telling me to lighten up the way I talk. Everybody can't take the direct approach that I do with him because my ex is direct just like I am. We don't play games with each other. We can say almost anything to one another as long as we say it respectfully. And when I tell people about him and the way I talk about him, they think that I still love him and things like that, but I don't. I talk about him in a positive light about most things is because I don't have nothing but the only thing I can talk about him negatively about is finances. That's it. Because he didn't do anything else. You see what I'm saying? So why would I be saying negative things about him if he didn't do anything in regards to like cheating or anything like that? Because neither one of us ever cheated. He never put his hands on me or anything. So I don't have anything to say. When he came home from work, because he's an owner operator truck driver, when he would come home from work, when he came home, he would come home, he would cook dinner and things, and a lot of women love a man who can cook, right? And that's what he would do. He would cook because I cook, but I don't cook like soul food like that. You see what I'm saying? Because I be more into trying to eat healthy, and so I'll cook more. Not no soul food. Okay, I can do soul food every now and then, but not like no everyday thing. And so he will do when he cooked, he would do like little soul food stuff, and we liked it. You know, when he cooked and stuff, because he cooked certain foods better than me. You know, because my stuff would be like if I make it'd be broccoli, okay, or asparagus with a steak. Yeah, some potatoes, but they would be cut up with a little olive oil on it and stuff like that. He'll make um, steak with gravy and cornbread and everything else. And my kids like that, of course. And so when he come home, they would want him to cook that, you know, because I'm not gonna cook stuff like that, you know. Sometimes I will, but not like that, you know. So he would come home and cook, and um, I cleaned, he cleaned, but he didn't clean as good as me. You know, I would go back behind him when he cleaned, but he would at least he would try, you know. So he has a lot of attributes that some woman would probably like for real, because a lot of stuff he does that I still like, and you know, and that's why I cannot settle for a guy that's going backwards. I want, you know, I don't believe in I don't believe in downgrading. Okay, I believe in upgrading. You know what I'm saying? And for real upgrading. A lot of people say, "Ooh, I upgraded," but they don't really be upgrading. You know what I'm saying? They'll get rid of a person who not only looks good but does a lot of good things, and they'll go get some crackhead hoe, excuse my language, um, some tacky head ghetto hood rat, and say they leveled up when you look at this person, you be like, what? And you look at the things that the person do, you be like, what? Where? Okay. When I level up, I actually level up. I'm not going to get a man who don't want to cook with me. I'm not going to get a man who abuses me, who do drugs and shit like that. Because why would I get a divorce and go to something that's lesser? That's stupid, you know. So that's just how I am. Let's see what else she said. My girl would kill me before we get separated. I'm scared to do anything to get. Well, you know what? My husband does not want a divorce. I'll just keep that. I'll say that straight up. Okay, this is why he won't file it. Okay, he won't even pay for it. Okay, he said if I want the divorce, I file the papers. I pay for it. Point blank. Okay, and he would stay married. Okay, but he can't live up to what I need him to do. There's only one thing I needed him to do, and it was to come off the road. Okay, because he stays on the road working. Now, granted, I understand why he works, but I'm like, damn, can you figure out a way to, excuse me, still make a good living, but yet come home and spend time with your family? And he can't seem to do it. So therefore, I'm tired of waiting. Point blank. I have waited all these years. Okay, I have waited all these years, and so I'm tired. I don't want to be 65 years old asking for a divorce because by that time, I should definitely just stay with him. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. So he did give me a reason, and that reason is because he could not figure out how to do things in regards to his job, and then he also um, don't check out um, certain things with jobs, and he'll take jobs. You know, he'll sign on to a company, and the company ends up being something that pulls us backwards. And I'm sick of that too. So that's what killed our relationship, the financial thing. That is the only thing. And that's a daggone shame when you think about it. Because I told him and everything, and he didn't talk about money and stuff. So, hey, go marry the money, be with the money. Because I don't want no part of all of that anymore. And that's why I want a divorce. Point blank. And those papers will be processed next year, and then I'll be single. But I do hope to get married again. I know, biblically speaking, It says you only can have one husband, okay? But I'm gonna have to. I have already asked for forgiveness for that, okay? Because I cannot stay with no one if I'm not completely happy. Point blank. Yeah, you know what? Um, I'm pretty sure he still loves me. Okay, point blank. Um, and I always stay respectful. So I'm not trying to take nobody to no gutters and things like that. And we did everything fairly. Um, my ex is a pretty good guy. I don't have to worry about certain things like some women do when they want a divorce or anything. He still take care of his responsibilities and everything. Um, honestly, we still, if you didn't know no better, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. People would think we still together, okay? Because everything is basically the same. It's just that we don't live together anymore, and of course, we don't do anything that says we are together, okay? So, but as far as financially, he still take care of everything that he's supposed to take care of, okay? That's why um, somebody tried to make a joke about Uber because I do Uber, and I was like, you can joke all you want to, stupid, because I do Uber because I want to. Uber does not pay my regular bills. Uber pays my bills. You know, my like credit card bills and stuff like that. Supposedly my car note, but when I can't pay that, he pays it. Um, and Uber pays my utility bills, but if I can't pay that, he pays that too. Um, so I do Uber because I want to. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'll continue to be a stay-at-home mom until the day that I don't need to be a stay-at-home mom anymore. Period. And by that time, I'll be retired for real, for real. You know, but I like doing Uber delivery. I don't pick up people. I just deliver food, and it's fun. And I get a chance to do it while I'm running my errands. It does not stop me from doing anything that I need to do. I still be able to homeschool my son. I still be able to be there for my two daughters who are still at home because I have to help them in many different areas, and they are exceptionally good girls. Um, and I just get a chance to be free by being self-employed and doing Uber deliveries because I don't have to worry about nobody telling me what to do. And when you get a certain age, you do not want no one telling you what to do at no job. Okay, point blank. And then plus, why would I go work a regular job and I'm doing pretty good with Uber delivery with the paycheck there? Why would I be going to work somebody else's job? And I never want to teach school ever again. So that's out. Okay. Because kids today are hard headed, and their parents are just as hard headed. And I definitely will be on the news and in jail if any kid touch me in any school or their parents. Okay, so I had my time and I enjoyed teaching. I made honor teacher of the year at my school. I got all types of awards. All the parents loved me. I used to get buku gifts and stuff. And my classroom was one of the best classrooms, decorated. Um, and I did good when I taught school and everything. So that was then. Once I got married, and we decided that I should stay at home. That's what my new job became, a stay-at-home mom. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to do that with my other three children, but with the last ones, I bet you I did. So I'm where I want to be. And when people make stupid jokes about Uber delivery and all this other stuff, I laugh at them because I'm not in their positions, okay, at all. Okay, and they wish they could find a man like I have. Okay, point blank. If I told him today that I did not, that I say forget the divorce, he'd be like, okay, point blank. And we will always be friends. I don't care who I meet. Him and I, me and my ex, we will always be friends, and we will always talk on the phone and things like that. Point blank. I mean, of course, if I get married again or whatever, I'm not gonna be talking to my ex on the phone like I talk to him now. I don't call him all the time now. I was calling him all the time, talking to him on the phone, but I changed it because I said I don't want to get him confused. Talking to him all the time on the phone, all the time and stuff like I used to do. So I had to stop calling him every day because I'm telling you, I was calling him every day, talking to him for hours on the phone. And I still do talk to him for hours at times, but I don't call him every day no more, because I had to stop that. Just like I don't try to be so dependent on him financially. That's another reason why I started doing Uber, because I was like, I'm too dependent on him. It's like, damn, can I do anything on my own anymore? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted a little bit of freedom, versus having to depend on him 100%, you know, because the women need to stop doing that anyway. You got to depend on yourself. You are tripping me out. Oh God. Yeah, that's all women. We are sweet. But if you get us mad, look out for real, for real. Okay? Yeah, I can't. Uh-uh. Yeah, my oldest daughter she was a teacher. Now she's training to be a principal. Um, I guess that's why she wanted to get out the classroom per se. But we like teaching, okay, and I like teaching. I have fun doing it. My kids liked me and everything, and it's just that now I wouldn't want to be, a teacher, because these kids be doing too much, and then they be doing all them, what's at the schools and stuff, and I can't see it. I can't see it at all. I commend my daughter, my oldest daughter, for teaching and stuff and training to be a principal and stuff. But she's in a good area up in Fresno, and she's in a good school system. So I think everything will be good with her. And her husband, he's an instructor at Fresno State University, I believe. So they both are doing real good and stuff. You know, and she has her I did good, even though I had my daughter at a young age, at 17, the oldest one. I did good with her too. She ended up doing her bachelor's, then her master's, and now she has a PhD. Okay, and her husband has his PhD as well, so that's pretty good. And then my oldest son, he he doesn't teach, but he was in the military, in the Marines. Then he got out with an honorable discharge, and then he became a police officer. And now he's some type of detective. At first, I thought he was FBI, but he's not FBI. He's something else. He's some type of detective for the state, not the state of California. He doesn't live here. Um, I don't know. He goes to people's houses and do something. He's not a sheriff or nothing like that. He's some type of detective with the state and stuff. And he goes to pick up people at their homes, okay, and stuff. But and he has his he completed his bachelor, he completed his master's, and that's it. He's not going back to school to get anything other. He's not getting anything else. And then my other daughter, she has a good career as well. She's going back to college now because she went to college and didn't like it. So she's giving it another try. So hopefully she'll finish. But she has a really good job. You know, she's the person that, like, if you get behind on your car note and they call, and I think she's the person who's you talk to as the last resort before they come there to pick up your car for repossession and stuff. Yeah, so they're all doing real good. All of them, the three oldest, they are all doing really good and stuff. And now I'm just left with my three youngest, you know, and they're doing good too. My two girls are really good girls, and they're doing everything that I envision girls to do. And that's a good thing. No boyfriends or anything, and that's good. No dating, and they're good girls. They really, really are good. My other ones were good too, but these two girls, they're really good girls. They are really good girls, and I contribute that to me being a stay-at-home parent, and I was able to spend more time with them and things like that. You know, and my son, my youngest son, he's okay. Okay, he's okay. He's a little handful. He's a little handful, but he's a good boy and stuff. Hopefully, he takes his oldest brother's steps, and do the same thing he does. Do good. I'm not saying he has to be a police officer or anything like that, but I'm just saying doing good. Not going to jail or anything like that. And fortunately, none of my kids have ever been to jail for no weird, nothing crazy. I mean, um, for speeding tickets or something like that, but not no bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these badass kids be going to getting in trouble and stuff. It sure is, honey. And I'm gonna have to definitely get off this stream too. I'm so glad you came in here because it made this live a little bit more interesting because I was bored as heck at first. So I enjoyed talking to you. And don't forget to come back again. Tell your wife I said, hey, you have a good night. Sleep good. Have a good Friday. And hopefully I'll talk to you again before Christmas. But if not, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody else that was in my chat, everybody else who watched my video. And thank you all for tuning in to Shades 2. Don't forget the thumbs up, thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And I'll try to come and do a live tomorrow night. Okay, y'all? So until then, guys, take care. Watch all my other videos, and I'll talk to you then. Good night, Cryotech. And good night to everybody else. And thank you all for being in my chat tonight. Peace out.